Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Snellville, Georgia. Atlantic Soccer Media Group is excited to bring you a U.S. Open Cup third-round matchup. We've got Kalonji Pro Profile, we've got Beeman United FC, and it's right here, and it's next.
Good evening and welcome to Shilo Stadium for this third round qualifier in the 2023 Lamar Hunt U.S. Open Cup. Today's match is Kalonji Pro Profile versus Beeman United FC. At this time, we ask you to please stand, remove your hats for the playing of the national anthem.
Thank you for joining us once again. We are live from Shilo High School Stadium in Snellville, Georgia. For Atlantic Soccer Media Group, I am Drew Dickinson, joined today by Mr. Larry Weaver. Larry, U.S. Open Cup, we're back at it. First time back in the saddle for this type of matchup since October, as we call the FC Birmingham's 5-1 loss to Kalonji Pro Profile. Looking forward to this one today, partner.
And this is going to be an interesting matchup because for the first time in a long time, it's going to be Kalonji that is the mystery for this matchup. We know a lot about Beeman United, them coming from the Kentucky-Tennessee region, part of the UPSL Premier Kentucky-Tennessee Conference. They've had a fantastic season. Second place right now, 23 points, 7-2-1. When we talk about Kalonji, they are not in the UPSL Georgia Conference this season, so we really don't know the status of the squad right now. We don't know the highs and lows, so this is going to be a new one for us.
And like to point out a special player that Beeman United brings here to Snellville, Mr. Kwadwo Poku, 30-year-old from Ghana, came to the States in 2010. Came here to Georgia, really, in 2010. Played for the Georgia Revolution, Atlanta Silverbacks. Spent a season with NYCFC, a little MLS team you might have heard of, Miami FC, and even spent time in Russia with SC Anzi Makhachkala. And now he makes his home in Nashville, Tennessee with Beeman United. He's their leading goal scorer. He is their captain. I'm excited to see him play today, Larry.
Yes, and we know from the spring season in the UPSL National Tournament, Beeman United made quite a standpoint. They made it all the way to the Final Four, and it was a fantastic showing. They had several matches where they went down and then found a way back to win that match.
Yeah, their last matchup, Beeman's last match in the UPSL Premier Division in Kentucky, Tennessee, they ran away with a 12-1 victory, Larry, so they are no shy to scoring goals. As you said before, they scored 41 goals in the Kentucky-Tennessee Premier Division in the UPSL. So Kalonji does have a tough task ahead, but we have to say, Kalonji, they're no slouch themselves. They are very familiar with this territory. They know how to win.
No, not at all. They were also in the UPSL National Tournament in the fall of last season. In the UPSL Georgia Conference, they were the title holders in the regular season for both the spring and the fall in 2021. The one thing that we do know a few of their star players are not in the roster today. So it'll be interesting to see if they still have that firepower that we know and are accustomed to seeing from Kalonji.
Yeah, no Sandoval, no Okonkwo, no Tamimi. It's going to be interesting. And we are going to be underway for the first 45 here at Shilo Stadium, as Beeman United are going to be in their all-red kits going from left to right, and Kalonji Pro Profile will be in their all-white kits going from right to left. Beeman start with the ball early. Nathaniel Bidet has possession, pushes it back in the inside. Bidet receives the ball back on the right side here for Beeman. Finds Austin Moranzoni. Beeman taking their time, trying to feel Kalonji out. Kalonji letting them string a few passes together in their own defensive third.
And Drew, I hope the viewers at home can see it. The outside line, you can see where the AR is. It's a very, very thin yellow line. It's kind of hard to see, especially up here in the press box. We'll see if the players can notice that.
Beeman taking their time, trying to draw the man in, force Kalonji into a mistake, and then pounce on the space. Kalonji very disciplined in the back. Their captain, Ebrima Damfa Tachi, brings a lot to the table, a lot of experience. He's very calm on the ball. You're not going to see him panic.
Not at all. And one of the things that we've always said when we cover Kalonji Pro Profile matches, and hopefully we'll get to see it tonight, is that they defend in bunches. It's almost like a swarm defense. They do a really good job closing those spaces of their opponents.
And just as you say it, they're doing that exact thing right now. As they commit a foul in the midfield, referee looks for the advantage. It is lost from Beeman. He blows the whistle for the foul. It'll be a free kick for the visitors.
Kalonji generally play a typical 4-3-3 formation, but you will see the wingers moving up the line very high.
They are dispossessed in the midfield is Beeman. Here comes Kalonji. Nice through ball. Sumo's inside the back of the defense. Kalonji Pro Profile go up 1-0 early. We are 2 minutes into the ball game. A crucial mistake from Beeman United cost them a goal early. It's 1-0 in Snellville, Georgia.
Just like I was saying, you were going to see those wingers moving fast up that side. Let's take a look at this replay. Good steal right there in the midfield. Slides it through. Anthony Sumo with a whole lot of run there. And when Anthony Sumo has a roll going, you want to get out of his way.
Yeah, former Golden Boot winner in the UPSL Georgia Premier Division, Mr. Anthony Sumo. It's 1-0, and Kalonji looks to be hot. Let's see if Beeman can cool them off. Can't go down 2-0 early, but Beeman, the national runner-up in the national playoffs in the spring UPSL season.
But like I said, in the national playoffs, all of those matches, they went down early and found a way back into the match. So Beeman is not afraid of going down early.
Beeman working down the right side. Austin Moranzoni dispossessed. Ball's going to go out for a Beeman throw-in. They seem to be marching into the territory of Kalonji for the first time this matchup. It's only 3.5 minutes in. It feels like it's a 30-minute contest so far. Very exciting. Let's see if Beeman, who are in response time, let's see if they can. It's going to be a throw-in.
Yeah, we like to call it response time because it's usually those 5 minutes in between scoring a goal where you have the opportunity for your opponent to catch back up.
Kalonji Pro Profile win a throw-in deep in their own territory as they dispossess Beeman, and Beeman knocks it out. Kalonji are going to look to add to that lead as Kevin Diaz checks to the thrower. Diaz plays it up the right side, looking for Sumo. Kalonji looking to switch fields. They come over here to the left side. Grant Carr in possession. Carr finds Kamani Irving. Kamani Irving has been a staple in that back three for Kalonji, at least for the last 2 years since I've been a part of the UPSL.
Yeah, Kamani Irving came over to Kalonji Pro Profile from Siege United FC in the UPSL Georgia Conference. He's been stellar ever since he came into the Kalonji back line. Another player in that back line that you were just speaking about, Drew, is Grant Carr, number 3. Had some time playing professionally over in Germany, is back with the Kalonji squad.
Larry, we can't forget about Tony Tiente, who got called up to the Atlanta United 2 squad, and talking about becoming a staple, he's now extended his contract, and he's going to get comfortable there with the Atlanta United 2s.
Yes, a player that had a stint himself over in Germany, now had the opportunity to play over Atlanta United on the 2 squad, and he took his opportunity and just went with it and has improved again and again, and it's glad to see that Atlanta United sees his abilities as much as we have and that he's getting his opportunity.
Beeman reset in the back, pushed it out to the right side to Austin Moranzoni. Moranzoni is dispossessed by Kalonji. Kalonji swears they won the throw, but the officiating crew disagrees as Nathaniel Bidet picks up the ball, throws it right into the center back.
And like you were saying, Drew, Kalonji Pro Profile, not the only team with professional ties for some of their players.
Kalonji looking really confident so far, dispossessing Beeman at all costs in their own defensive third. And here they come, trying to find some space in behind that Beeman United defense. Unsuccessful at that moment. Beeman playing some good D. Quadro Poku, I apologize, on possession. Captain for Beeman. Beeman still in possession as they push the ball up the left side of the pitch. Kalonji closing down, playing some nice defense. Every time a red shirt gets the ball, white shirts are all over the place. Tachi with a one-touch clearance. Anthony Sumo brings it down to his feet, plays it out to the right side. Kalonji moving the ball up the right side. Sumo looks to be offside, and he is. About a couple yards off, though, there.
Yeah, it wasn't so much Sumo, it was the other striker that was right in front of him. Just trying to verify the name or the number.
Probably number 2, Mohamed Jerawo. Here comes Beeman.
Yeah, it was Sumo himself. He was onside.
Okay.
And when that ball, unfortunately, he didn't have a chance to grab it and it ends up getting called offside.
Free kick for Beeman. Clear the ball back to Bidet. Bidet plays it out to Michael Reed. Reed finds Moranzoni. They try to push it out to the right side for a little bit, just a bit too much. No ball boys here tonight at Shilo High School. Boys are going to get their fitness in just chasing the ball down, Larry.
And it's going to be a tough one for them out there, Drew. Right now, yes, we are considered hot Atlanta, but that is not the case tonight.
Not at all.
37 degrees out there. It's clear.
But it's chilly.
But it's going to be headed towards 31 degrees for the low. So they are definitely going to feel it. The wind is very, very light, only 2 miles an hour. And like we said earlier today, with this being artificial turf,
It's going to be cold. It's going to hurt more. Looks like Kalonji's lining up an early substitution. Looks like we got a late arrival. I'm anxious to see who that is.
we know that Kalonji has a very thin bench, so making a change this early in the match is quite interesting.
Kevin Diaz dispossesses Michael Reed in the midfield, but Beeman win it right back. Push it out to the left side, looking for Alfonso Gooden. Gooden scored in their 3-1 win over Bowling Green in the qualifier match in October for the U.S. Open Cup. Be a substitution for Kalonji.
Looks like number 2 is going to be coming off.
Yeah, Giroux is going to take his seat early. Is that Sandoval? There he is. Things just got a little interesting.
Now, if you're going to make a change, making a change to Junior Sandoval, that's a big positive for Kalonji Pro Profile.
Free kick taken. And Kalonji just not on the same page right there as the ball trickles out of bounds right at midfield. Throw in taken quickly by Beeman, who lose possession immediately to Kalonji. Grant Carr in possession. Long ball attempt up the middle. Successful, looking for Sandoval. Sandoval gives it right back to Beeman as they reset with their goalkeeper, Alex Rodriguez. Rodriguez plays it out to the left back. Foul Kalonji. Free kick for the visitors right at half field. Quadwo Poku is going to take this free kick. He does. Quickly takes it. Nathaniel Bidet plays it out to the right side for Moranzoni. Moranzoni plays it back to Bidet. Bidet takes a few touches, plays it on the inside, and he is dispossessed in the midfield once again. Here comes Kofi. Kofi plays it out to the right side, finds the feet of Sumo. Anthony Sumo takes a few touches, plays it to Junior Sandoval. Sandoval plays it out to the right side. Quickly swarmed by the red shirts. Kalonji, as they're able to move it around very nicely and give it away. Here comes Moranzoni. Can he win possession for Beeman? He cannot. Kalonji forced to play back to the goalkeeper, Josh Lloyd. Josh takes a touch, tries to loop it out to Grant Carr. Grant gets a head on it, but plays it right to the feet of Beeman United. Beeman are going to look to reset with Nathaniel Bidet. He takes a few touches, looks up, plays it out to the right side to Moranzoni. Austin Moranzoni for Beeman United. Plays it back to Bidet. Bidet plays a wide open Quadwo Poku. Poku does a nice 1-2 in the midfield. Dumps it over the middle. Looking for Alfonso Gooden. Can't find him. Kalonji get a clearance. First real chance of the night for Beeman United. Poku trying to find the feet of Alfonso Gooden. Gooden had 5 goals in the UPSL Kentucky Premier Division this season, so no slouch in the goal scoring department himself. But here come Kalonji once again. Rodriguez steps way off his line, Larry, to make a clearance. Plays it out to Moranzoni, who is quickly swarmed down by Osei Tumwasi.
And that was a crucial clearance there by the keeper of Beeman United, because Junior Sandoval had a lot of open space.
Throw in taken for Beeman. They play it back to the center back. And go to Mohamed Kone. Big clearance from Grant Carr, but it won't stay in bounds. It's going to be a throw in for Beeman, almost a half field. Beeman seemed very comfortable on the ball, just giving it away too easily tonight. Kalonji is really being gifted by hospital balls and bad passes. Speaking of bad passes, Josh has to come off his line and get a big clearance hospital ball back to the keeper. Very uncharacteristic by the defense for Kalonji, as Beeman look to have the upper hand now. Every time they try and mount an attack, those white shirts are there swarming and immediately dispossessing the visitors, as they are unable to unlock that Kalonji defense so far. 13 minutes into this contest, Kalonji Pro Profile score an early one. Anthony Sumo found some space in behind the defense, puts it in the back of the net. Another great defensive play by Kalonji. Beeman win a throw-in.
We'll talk about those professional players when it comes to Kalonji Pro Profile. Josh Lloyd, the keeper, he had an opportunity with a little bit of stint in Germany as well. So we've had several players on the Kalonji side have an opportunity to the next level, still working it out, making their way from semi-professional to full-time professional player.
Kalonji really is good at developing and sending those players off to, I guess this is the right saying, brighter pastures, if you will.
Yes,
Still
Coach
have some overseas as we speak.
Yes, Coach Bruno has a really good program here in the Atlanta region, well known for producing quality professional products.
A lot of deliberation right now.
So you definitely want to keep your eye on that center midfield. Kofi Tumasi, fantastic midfielder.
And his brother's in the matchup as well, Osei Tumwasi. Haven't seen too much of Osei myself, but excited to see what he brings to the table. If he's anything like his brother, then we're in for some excitement tonight.
I believe we might have seen some plastic there, Drew, but it was a little bit of a scrum. I couldn't see why. We'll see if we can get some info.
Kalonji on a big clearance, an important clearance, but to put it right back to the feet of the Beeman United center back. Seth Poku finds his brother, Quadwo. Josh Lloyd off his line once again. Beeman taking control here in the latter part of this first half, Larry.
They've increased their press substantially. They've looked really well over the course of the last 7-8 minutes.
Put in the air, tried to be brought down by Kalonji's Kofi Twumasi, but he puts it right back to the feet of Beeman United. But once again, Kalonji Pro Profile playing some amazing defense in the central part of the midfield, winning the ball back at every turn.
Just didn't catch that little run there by Sandoval.
Grant Carr thinks he was fouled. Didn't hear a whistle. Gets back up to his feet quickly. Like to see that. Don't want to see the players rolling around on the ground trying to force a call from the referee. Austin Moranzoni exploiting that width over here on the right side. But Kalonji tracking back. Tumasi able to come back. Header on goal, just sails wide right. Quadwo Poku receives the cross, tries to put it into the far post, just sails wide right. It's going to be a goal kick for Kalonji. Great opportunity.
First real opportunity for Beeman United. We'll take another look at that really quick. Able to move down that left flank. Nice cross into the box. Great header. Just unfortunately not on frame. Out for a goal kick.
Big goal kick right up the middle of the pitch. One in the air by Beeman. Ball still in the air. Kalonji knock it back up even higher in the air. 50-50 ball still bouncing. Nice settle and brought down to the ground by Seth Poku for Beeman. As they loop it over the top. It's going to be offside. Ball is looking for number 3, Daniel Pickin. Just got a little too excited, did Daniel.
Beeman right now doing really good getting in their zones. Got a good formation going right now.
Nice settle by Sandoval as he's got 2 red shirts on his back, and he's still able to maintain possession. He gives it away, but you like the spirit and the fight from Sandoval as he checks in a few minutes ago. Late arrival here.
Well, Sandoval is one of those players that is used to having to take on 2, sometimes even 3 players at the same time. And that's what you need him into the match for, is because as much attention Sandoval gets, it helps someone else get open.
Yes, good call. Throw in taken by Kalonji. One right back by Beeman. Poku plays it out to the left side. Alfonso Gooden. Alfonso plays the ball to the back post. Grant Carr's able to get ahead on it, push it away. Right through the middle here. Kalonji's going to try and maintain possession as Beeman's going to try and trap him in. Junior checks back to the ball, tries to flick it to the left side for Sumo. Dispossessed was Kalonji. Long ball played out to the right side. Moranzoni couldn't keep it in bounds. It's going to be a throw in for the home team.
And that's the kind of 1-2 I'm talking about, Drew. With all that attention that Sandoval gets, if that leaves Sumo with an opportunity of a free run, that's going to be bad news for Beeman United.
Moranzoni's going to take the throw. Here come Kalonji Pro Profile. They're trying to find a second. Can Sumo catch up to it? Just a bit too heavy. Big clearance from Alex Rodriguez. One in the air by Tachi. Headed right back down to the feet of Kalonji. They weren't able to bring down possession. Beeman are going to reset once again. Nathaniel Bidet plays it in the inside to Poku. Captain plays a nice through ball. Still in possession is Brandon Gonzalez. Stripped in the midfield by Sandoval. You know, Larry, it's kind of a teeter-totter, back and forth thing right here. One team wins the ball and immediately gives it back. One team wins the ball and immediately gives it back.
Well, both teams right now, they're playing very compressed. For Kalonji, it's in their lower third, and Beeman, it's the upper third. So right now you have a lot of players all bunched up together. We see a yellow card going to be issued to Kalonji Pro Profile. It looked like Kamani Irving.
And Kamani stepped up from his center back spot, tried to win the ball, but instead he won himself a yellow card. With it being a little extra cold tonight, those injuries there are going to linger a lot. Brandon Gonzalez was fouled. He gets up. He's going to try and limp it off. He's questioning the official. You got your yellow card.
Yeah, those are the types of knocks that you get in this cold weather that you think about for a few hours.
It's going to be a free kick right in front of that profile bench. Quadwo Poku, captain's going to take the kick. Switches fields all the way over to the right side. Mohamed Kone takes a few more touches. Plays it to Moranzoni. He's immediately dispossessed, but he wins it back.
You see that swarm there. 4 players just swarm around the Beeman United player, number 15, win possession.
Really, really impressed with the intensity and not just the style of play, but how they're executing everything. Kalonji Pro Profile has shown up tonight, and they haven't played in forever, and to be able to come out here and execute the way they are, Larry, I'm loving it.
Well, that's exactly what we were talking about pregame. We really haven't had a chance to see them other than here in the U.S. Open Cup.
That's going to be offside real quick, Larry. Alfonso Gooden comes from an offside position, first one to touch it. Great call by the assistant referee on the near side.
Luckily for us, we know a lot about Kalonji Pro Profile because we do cover them for the UPSL Georgia Conference. That being said, we really haven't seen them for most of this 2022 season.
I mean, let's just be honest. Let's call it how it is. We've only seen them once, and it was a 5-1 victory over FC Birmingham October 15th in Birmingham. Shot on goal, sails wide right. Alex Rodriguez had it covered, goalkeeper for Beeman United. Somebody got a deflection from Beeman. It's going to be a corner for Kalonji.
I believe the touch came from the defender as that ball was coming in. We'll take a quick look at it if we can as they're getting that ball back into possession. We can see here on the replay, nice little flick by Sandoval. And able to gain possession, shot taken. I think it came just off of the defender.
I mean, barely, margins,
barely.
Yeah. It's going to be a corner on the right side for Kalonji. Profile's got a lot of height on their team, so set pieces should really never be an issue. It's going to be a left foot in-swinger. Look at this one to land right at the near post. Headed away for Beaman, but right back to the feet of Kalonji. They put it right back in the mixer. Just didn't get enough bend on it. It's going to go wide right. It'll be a goal kick for the visitors.
That was a bit ambitious for a shot there.
Goalkeeper takes the goal kick really quick, plays it out to the left side. Jumps it back. Mohamed Kone. He's got Bidet out to the right side. Heels on the chalk. Bidet receives it. Plays it back to Mohamed. Sandoval is going to let him possess. Not too many substitutes on that bench. Sandoval doesn't want to start chasing and get himself tired. We're 23 minutes into this contest. Atlantic Soccer Media Group proudly brings U.S. Open third round matchup, U.S. Open Cup third round matchup here at Shilo High School. Kalonji Pro Profile have a 1-0 lead over Beeman United. Beeman finished second place in the Kentucky-Tennessee Premier Division here in the UPSL. Looking to make a mark once again in the U.S. Open Cup. Austin Moranzoni in possession. Nathaniel Bidet plays it back into the men's side for Mohamed Kone. Not too many force balls tonight from Beeman. Poku is dispossessed by Sandoval. That's going to be a great battle as this game goes on. Junior Sandoval doesn't look speedy, but he's got a motor on him as he looks to chase down Mohamed Kone. Kone wins that battle.
Sandoval, somebody that's been in this game for a very long time at a very high level.
We'll say Tuamasi is dispossessed, and Moranzoni is going to bring it out to the right side. Play it back to Mohamed. Mohamed takes a touch, looks up, switches fields. Lots of time, lots of space in front. He brings the ball over the midfield. Drops it back to Michael Reed. Michael Reed is pressured, forced to do another switch. Nathaniel Bidet in possession once again. Bidet finds Seth Poku. Just signed this year from Beeman United, Seth Poku. Nice 50-50 ball there. Another 50-50 ball. This time it's won by Beeman United. Mohamed Kone in possession again. Beeman very, very, very calm on the ball. Kwadwo Poku, through ball attempt looking for Gooden. Dispossessed by Kalonji.
Kalonji right now able to step into the passing lanes, win possession, but just not able to do anything with it.
A lot of red shirts clogging the midfield area. Someone's got to start using the width. Poku dispossessed once again. Captain doesn't like it. Just can't seem to find any magic tonight. Anthony Sumo in possession for Kalonji Pro Profile. 3 red shirts on 2 white shirts. Can Kalonji make it out? Look at the speed on the right side for Profile. Beeman United's Michael Reed able to win the ball back. Switch again over to the right side. Nathaniel Bidet. Called his name a lot already today. They really like to use the center backs. Beeman United pull the trigger from the middle of the park here. Look for Austin Moranzoni. He brings it down to his feet. He is pressured by Grant Carr. Nice move by Moranzoni. Nice hesitation. Cuts it back to the right. Tries to take the inline. He was unable to put it up top, but he wins a throw-in deep in the corner here of the territory of Profile. Drops it back. Goes it into Bidet. Bidet dumps it in the middle for Seth Poku. Seth Poku finds Michael Reed.
But just like we were talking about earlier, Drew, you saw that little matchup just a second ago. It looked like Grant Carr was going to be a little bit out of position. All of a sudden, out of nowhere, Kamani Irving comes in to clear that ball out.
Kalonji have been playing together for a really long time. They really, really know each other well. And that really is an advantage. Here comes Sumo. Can he find some space in behind Kone? Kone brings it back, pushes it back to the goalkeeper, Rodriguez. Rodriguez, lots of time, takes a few touches, swings it out to his right. Nathaniel Bidet once again. coming up that right side. He's got Moranzoni in front of him. He's got Poku on the inside. Finds the feet of Poku. Seth Poku comes from his forward position back to receive the ball. Michael Reed. Lots of quick passes, lots of short passes here for Beaman. Alfonso Gooden dispossessed once again.
We're seeing some of those passes from Beaman, though, a little slow. Could be because of the elements. Could be just they did have to travel, 5.5 hours down here to be able to put on this match.
Bidet throws it on the inside to the feet of Poku. Seth Poku dumps it to the feet of Michael Reed. Reed takes a few touches. Alfonso Gooden plays a nice back heel on the inside for Seth Poku. Quadwell Poku finds Moranzoni. Moranzoni goes to the near post. And Kalonji Pro Profile once again playing some terrific defense. Kamani Irving coming to the save once again. It'll be a corner kick for the visitors as they're looking to tie this game up here in the 29th minute. Currently knocking on the door, Larry.
Pretty much exactly what just happened a little bit ago with Grant Carr. You see in this replay, possession is lost. Poku with the opportunity, slides it to the right. Kamani out of nowhere, slides in there to win that challenge. It'll be out for a corner.
Like the positioning of the goalkeeper, Josh Lloyd, who closed down that near post. Had Moranzoni tried to put it near post, Josh Lloyd was there. Great playing on both sides of the ball. Brandon Gonzalez comes out to take the corner, puts it near post, cleared away by Kalonji. Right to the feet of Sandoval. Sandoval cuts it back on the inside. Sumo streaking down that right side. Anthony Sumo's got Michael Reed in front of him. Heavy touch by Sumo, and he's immediately dispossessed by Reed, who knocks it out right in front of his bench. It'll be a throw-in for Kalonji Pro Profile right in front of that Beeman United bench.
First positive attack from Kalonji in some time.
Since the goal, I feel like. Kalonji in possession right in front of the bench for United. They decide to swing it all the way back to the goalkeeper, get a complete reset. Josh tries to play it up through the middle. Well, they're dispossessed. Poku finds a wide open man. They're going far post. Alfonso Gooden tries to get a volley, send it back to the far post, but Josh Lloyd was there, read it all the way. Gooden didn't get all of it behind what he needed.
The pass was just a little too far for him to make contact. If he could have had a full contact, that could have been back in the net. 1-1.
Trying to keep it in bounds was Daniel Pickin. Unsuccessful. It's going to be a throw-in for Profile right at half field. Good game so far.
Fast game.
Yeah, Beeman unable to unlock Kalonji Pro Profile's defense, as some rarely are. But a team like Beeman United, who'd scored 41 goals in their Premier Division in Kentucky, Tennessee this season, you would think that the goal scoring department would be right up their alley tonight, but they just haven't been able to find the magic.
And this is one of the things that Kalonji Pro Profile will do. They'll get a quick goal, and then they'll sit on that goal and defend you for 30 minutes, and then they'll come back and attack you and get another quick goal.
Here come the visitors, coming up their right side. Nathaniel Bidet finds Austin Moranzoni. Moranzoni tries for a cross, deflected off Grant Carr, throw in for Beeman. Beeman United made it all the way to the UPSL National Final in the spring, lost 3-1 to Orange County FC. Going to try and do the same here in the U.S. Open Cup. Played it to the middle, off the chest of Gooden, out to the right. It's going to be a throw-in for Beeman. Daniel Pickin's going to pick the ball up, take the throw-in. Brandon Gonzalez checks two, plays it back to Pickin, who is fouled. It's going to be a free kick right over on the touchline for Beeman United FC. 32nd minute. Beeman are down 1-0 to Kalonji Pro Profile U.S. Open Cup qualifier, third round. We are live from Snellville, Georgia, the home of the Generals here at Shilo High School. Beautiful facilities, very cold, frigid night, under the lights. Who's going to move on in the U.S. Open Cup? Will it be Kalonji Pro Profile? Will it be Beeman United FC? Referee's talking to the Beeman players as they line up for a free kick. Beeman wants 10. The official is going to give it to him. Looks like Kalonji's going to set up with a one-man wall. You see Quadro Poku standing in an offside position. Looks more of a decoy as he lets it go. Headed out by Sumo. And they push it right up that line. Sandoval one-on-one with Rodriguez. Rodriguez won that battle. Is Kalonji going to clear it out again? Lots of red shirts in the midfield as Kalonji were playing a little defense, unable to get out of their half in time. Looking for Moranzoni. That was a bit too heavy from Muhammad. It's going to roll over the goal line. It'll be a goal kick for Kalonji Pro Profile.
And Drew, it is a pleasure to be able to present this U.S. Open Cup third round qualifier, this being the 108th year of the U.S. Open Cup.
Alfonso Gooden had lots of space in behind that profile defense. Through ball attempt was unsuccessful. It could have been 1-1, but Kalonji still coming with the heavy defense here in the first half, just putting on a show. Grant Carr, Kamani Irving, and Tachi untouchable back there. And like you said, Larry, they've got their goal. That back three's really hanging out back there, about 20, 30 yards in front of the keeper. Don't want to give too much space in between the defense and the goalkeeper, do Kalonji.
Dangerous clearance attempt by the keeper. Came out of his box, tried to use his head. Didn't really make good contact with it.
Cleared away by Moranzoni. It's going to be a throw-in for the home team. Deep, far in that corner of Beeman United. Grant Carr is going to come from his left center back position to take this throw. 10 minutes plus first half stoppage remaining. Carr quickly takes the throw to the feet of Junior Sandoval. Sandoval unable to maintain possession. The ball remains over on the line, but it's going to go off. Not sure what the deal is.
They didn't hear the whistle, so a little extracurricular. Going to get a yellow card to Sandoval. Interesting.
Yeah, it looks like they were both going at it. It was Sandoval, and I believe that was Austin Moranzoni who egged him on and forced a yellow card from the official to Sandoval. Referee seems to have control. It's one thing you don't want to happen is for things to get out of control early.
That was probably the deepest attack for Kalonji Pro Profile since that goal.
And we're going to reset with a goal kick. And another yellow card is issued to Kalonji Pro Profile. This time it's going to go to Kofi Twumasi for dissent. Referee didn't appreciate what Kofi had to say.
And it's not going to be a bad thing for Junior Sandoval to be on a yellow. He's used to being in a match on a yellow, so he'll be able to play this match out. He knows the line, what he can and can't do. He's been doing this far too long.
Short
I think
kick.
he actually kind of plays better when he's on a yellow.
What do Beeman United FC have left in this first half? They went down early, able to hold off Kalonji for more goals here in the first half, but they need one themselves. As the time ticks away here in the first half, can they find an equalizer before that whistle is blown? They have possession over here on the right side. Michael Reed. Nice 1-2. Moranzoni from Gonzalez. Nice defense by Grant Carr. He knocks it out. Another throw in for Beeman United. Austin Moranzoni is going to take this throw once again. Big throw right into the box, right on top of the penalty spot. Bounces inside the 6, quickly cleared away by Kalonji Pro Profile.
Still a lot of time in this match, Drew, to not get too anxious about trying to get that goal. It's only until if you've made it to the 70th minute and you're still down by 1, that's when the nerves start to kick in.
Yeah, 100%. Kalonji dispossessed Brandon Gonzalez right in front of their 18, and they're moving up the right side of the pitch. Sumo tries to play a through ball to Tomasi. Dispossessed. Beeman give it right back to Kalonji, who give a big clearance. Beeman's going to let it roll out, or they're going to keep it in. They're going to keep it in. Brandon Gonzalez takes a few touches, turns. Sumo's right in his face. Poku receives the ball in the midfield, turns, plays it up the right side to Austin Moranzoni, who's got some space out here on the right side. Moranzoni plays a low cross right to the penalty spot. Shot on goal. Alfonso Gooden deflected. Ball's in the air. Moranzoni plays it back on the inside. Shot on goal. Nice save by Josh Lloyd. He's got to get back up. Beeman United with a second attempt. Cleared away by Lloyd. Daniel Pickin for Beeman United in possession. Kalonji playing some wonderful defense out there on that right side. But Pickin playing some great offense himself. Back in possession of Beeman out here on the right side. Moranzoni plays it back to the inside for Michael Reed. Reed looks up, loops it over the top. Left side of the box. Seth Poku. Once again, being well defended by Kalonji Pro Profile. They haven't found the correct key to unlock that profile lock yet, Larry.
It's a difficult one to unlock. They're able to defend in bunches, able to close those passing lanes very well.
I was just about to say, they can really read those gaps and close them down very quick. Ball's bouncing inside the 18. Little mistake there. Josh Lloyd lets it roll back to his feet. He's going to draw the man in, pick it up. Waste a few seconds here.
Professional time wasting.
Gotta love it. Left-footed punt. Bouncing in the territory of Beeman. They're able to get a clearance. Osei puts it right back in, but it's going to be offside on Sandoval. He was behind that Beeman United defense. The assistant referee on the far side of the pitch wasn't letting anything by him.
That was a good call. Sandoval just a little bit offside. As this one goes very far out, let's take a quick look at those two opportunities by Beeman United. Nice shot right here. Lloyd gets a hands on it.
Late reaction by Josh. Beautiful defense once again by Grant Carr, who swore he won that throw-in. Assistant referee disagreed. Quickly thrown taken by Beeman. Dispossessed once again by Kalonji. Tried to turn it back, play a drop ball, but was dispossessed was Osei Twumasi. And Beeman are going to have another throw-in. Actually, this is going to be for Kalonji.
Let's take another quick look at. I wanted to see that second opportunity, because once you see this ball come in, Beeman take that shot. Lloyd stops it. Another shot. Another
kick save. Beautiful kick save, Larry.
Josh Lloyd at his best right now.
Alfonso Gooden in possession, plays it back to Bidet. Bidet plays it up the right side to nobody, as Gooden is complaining with the assistant referee. Grant Carr shielding off Poku. Poku able to win the ball from Grant Carr. It did not go out of bounds. Poku in possession inside the 18. Drops it back. Shot on goal from Gooden. Goes far post. Cleared away by Sumo. Ball's in possession by Beeman at the top of the 18. They bring it into the 18. Cleared away by Kalonji once again. As Beeman are knocking on the door. Kalonji need to be careful.
A little bit of a mistake there by Grant Carr. He was expecting that ball to go out of bounds. Poku doing the great opportunity, not allowing it to, going down that line.
Got to be careful, does Grant Carr.
Especially once you make your way into the box, you don't want to risk getting a penalty. Looks like Sumo is down currently. Ref is going to continue to play on until necessary. Now, I would expect him to go over to
Sumo, check him out.
Hopefully it's just maybe he got stamped on or something little, nothing major. That's the hope. As you can see him already bouncing back up.
Brandon Gonzalez gives him a helping hand. And we hate to beat a dead horse on this topic, but with it being so bloody cold outside, those knocks are going to hurt just a little bit more tonight as Anthony is really feeling it. Let's hope he's going to be okay.
Get a little bit of that blood flow back into that extremity.
Both
There's
teams.
only just a few moments before halftime.
Got about 2 minutes plus stoppage till the first half whistle. Kalonji Pro Profile on top of Beeman United FC. 2023 U.S. Open Qualifier, third round. We are live from Snellville, Georgia. It's games of the weekend so far as Kalonji try and find that second one before the first half whistle, and they do! From about 35 yards out, Junior Sandoval sneaks it past Alex Rodriguez for the second goal of the night. Kalonji go on top 2-0 in the 44th minute.
One of the slowest goals you'll ever see here in the U.S. Open Cup. Take another look at this. Ball slid up to Sandoval. He just slides it past the keeper. Long roll for 45 yards into the back of the net. Sandoval with his goal. 2-0. Kalonji Pro Profile. Right before the half, what did I say? They were going to sit on that goal for 30 or so minutes, and then they were going to attack and get another goal.
They pounced on that counterattack, and it was successful. Goalkeeper comes about 40 yards too far off his line. Junior Sandoval takes advantage, slots it right up under him. The ball trickles into the back of the net. Took about 10 seconds, but boy, did it get there. And it made it 2-0, Kalonji Pro Profile. Poku dumps it right over the top. Unsuccessful as Kalonji able to clear it out once again. Sandoval running it down. Mohamed Kone beats him to it, dumps it back to Rodriguez. Rodriguez has Nathaniel Bidet out here on the right side. We just rolled into stoppage time. The referee has the official time on the field. We are unsure of how many minutes of stoppage. If we find out, we'll be sure to let you know. I wouldn't expect too much.
Now, there's been very few injuries, and of course the 2 goals, so maybe 2 minutes.
Seems about right. Quadro Poku in possession. Plays it to the middle to Gonzalez. 50-50 ball won by Nathaniel Bidet, but puts it right to the feet of Tachi. Who turns, plays it to Lopez. Lopez drops it back to Grant Carr. Grant Carr plays a beautiful ball up the left side. Sandoval has lots of space in front of him. And he's got Tumasi. Sandoval tries to chip it over the goalkeeper from about 15 yards out. Alex Rodriguez read it all the way, and it just goes wide left. It's going to be another goal kick for Beeman United.
Sandoval just thinks he's got the keeper's number on that one. Just like the last one, you see this great ball by Grant Carr forward. Sandoval, plenty of space, plenty of room, and decides to take it.
Just too much bend on it, Larry. He had the keeper beat. He had his brace in his sights. Just put too much bend on it for the left, and it sails wide left. Alex Rodriguez got extremely lucky on that one. The Spaniard saw the third goal going in goal. Brandon Gonzalez plays a through ball. Alfonso Gooden unable to get things going tonight as Kalonji are just playing some extremely good defense against him. Moranzoni out on the right side, cross attempt deflected off Kalonji, throw in Beeman. Gotta be tickering down here to the final seconds of the first half. This may be the last play.
You can see the center ref took a look at his watch. I would say this has to be the last attack in this first half.
Long throw, right on the spot, headed away by Profile. Another volley attempt, and it goes into the left side of the goal as it deflects off a profile defender and hits the back of the net. Josh Lloyd had no chance as he watches it go right to the side of his net. And Beeman United put one on the board right in stoppage time of the first half. Game on.
Exactly what Beeman United needed to get back in this match. You see this throw coming in. Gets sent forward, shot taken, deflects off the defender. Kamani Irving goes into the back of the net. 2-1.
Here comes Osei. Looks like he was pushing the back. Referee disagrees as we play on. Nutmeg, and he gets it on the other side, so it is official. Nathaniel Bidet coming down the right side, and he is fouled by Kevin Lopez. Beeman screaming for a red. The official needs to get control of things. That is getting really loud out there on the pitch.
Definitely going to be a yellow card.
Be another yellow card for Kevin Diaz.
He knew what he was doing. Surprisingly that we are now about 4 minutes into stoppage.
May have some more added on too, Larry.
Yeah.
I mean, a little too fast there for the referee's liking. And there we go, back into live action here. Beeman played in. Michael Reed puts it to the far post. Nice defense by Kamani as Kalonji cleared away, and that's going to do it here for the first half of action. Kalonji Pro profile on top of Beeman United, 2-1. Kalonji right out the gate, Larry, able to find the back of the net. Then things started to calm down for both teams. Junior Sandoval able to find some space once again as the goalkeeper comes way off his line. Sandoval finds arguably the slowest rolling goal in the U.S. Open Cup history. And then right now, right before the halftime whistle, Beeman able to find one.
And that's exactly what Beeman United needed to go into the half with at least a goal. They know they can get back into this match now. You don't want to go into halftime feeling like you're out of the match. You want to feel like you have an opportunity, and that's exactly what Beeman United have. 45 minutes left in this match, anybody's game.
Kalonji Pro profile on top of Beeman United 2-1 as we head to the break. We'll be back in just a few short minutes. Welcome back to Shilo High School here in Snellville, Georgia. Atlantic Soccer Media Group proudly presents some more U.S. Open Cup third round qualifier between Kalonji Pro Profile and Beeman United FC. We went to the break with Kalonji on top 2-1 as Beeman were able to find the back of the net off a deflection right before the first half whistle. Both teams got here by defeating FC Birmingham, lost to Kalonji Pro Profile October 15th, 5-1. And Beeman United defeated Bowling Green 3-1 on the 15th of October to land their spots in this contest today. And we are underway for the second 45 here in Snellville, Georgia. Kalonji Pro Profile in their all-white kits going from left to right, and Beeman in their all-red going from right to left. The entire first half, Beeman really had some success coming down the right side. This time they're coming on the left with Daniel Pickin, and he is immediately dispossessed. The ball's knocked out. It's going to be a throw-in early for Beeman. The ball's knocked out by number 17, Shadrach Unsukami for Profile. Didn't call his name much in the first half. Tried to find Sumo up the right side, dispossessed by Christian Gomez, number 12. It's going to be offside on Beeman. Free kick for Kalonji.
And Drew, that was a very entertaining first 45 minutes. Can only imagine what these next 45 are going to bring us.
Kalonji able to get on the board very quick in the opening minutes. Anthony Sumo able to find the back of the net. And 35 minutes later, goalkeeper comes way off his line, allowing Junior Sandoval an opportunity to slot in about a 35, 40-yard slow roller to make it 2-0. And then very, very quickly, inside response time, Beeman United does respond to make it 2-1 at halftime. Kalonji playing some terrific defense in the first half. Let's see if they have enough gas left in the tank to duplicate the first half here in the second. As the ball's going to go out of bounds for a throw-in for Kalonji deep in their own corner. Daniel Pickin for Beeman knocks it out, unable to maintain possession. And Tsukami's going to take this throw for Kalonji.
And Drew, both of these teams coming with a very thin squad.
And Tsukami tried for a clearance, but he clipped it right up in the air with some backspin. It's going to be a throw-in for the visitors. Daniel Pickin's going to take this throw as the temperature dropped just a little bit more. We are under the lights here in Snellville, Georgia. The thermometer reads 36, but it feels like it's 33. So the boys are playing in extreme cold conditions. Let's see how that holds up. Kalonji playing here in Atlanta, used to the heat. As they try and find a third, they're on a counterattack here, but too many red shirts as Kofi dribbles right into pressure, and he's immediately dispossessed as Sumo was streaking down the right side, just couldn't find any space for him. Speaking down, coming on the right side, Alfonso Gooden in possession for Beeman. He's being defended by Kamani Irving. Brandon Gonzalez finds Quadwo. Tries to lay it off. Alfonso Gooden tries to go near post, but Josh Lloyd wasn't having it. Corner kick, Beeman. They've called on him a few times, and he has answered every single one of those calls, has Josh Lloyd.
It's a great save.
It's a common routine for Mr. Lloyd. Really, really, really good between the pipes tonight. It's going to be a left foot corner, so it'll be an in-swinger. Look at this one to land right on top of the penalty mark. And what do you know, it does. Josh leaves his line, gets up. Got a Beeman United player down inside the 18.
That's going to be a corner. We'll have an opportunity to look at that save that Lloyd was able to make. We see here as that ball gets sent into the box. Good little flick. Used his hands to save that one.
Shot on goal again. Bouncing inside the 18. Cleared away. Put right back into the mixer, or attempted to put back in the mixer by Michael Reed. Intercepted by Kalonji, and they tried a quick counter looking for Junior Sandoval, who was at midfield. Throw-in taken quickly for Beaman. Brandon Gonzalez receives, turns, and he is dispossessed. Kevin Diaz dispossesses Beaman, and he has possession on the right side, and Sumo streaking up on the left. They loop it over to him. Can he find the space? But he's got to find the ball first, as Nathan Bidet lets it run out. He takes a throw in quickly, finds the feet of Michael Reed. Reed still in possession, plays it out to the left side for Daniel Pickin. Pickin's got Insukami in front of him, easily moves past Anthony Sumo, plays it in the inside for Brandon Gonzalez. Seth Poku comes back to receive the ball in the midfield. The Poku brothers play a quick little 1-2. Gonzalez back to Seth. Seth loops it over to the right side. Moranzoni unable to find some space in behind Kalonji, but he does win a throw in. Austin Moranzoni is going to take the throw. Looking to be taking his time in no rush. Big throw right into the box. Headed away by Kalonji. As Kalonji look to be doing lots of defending. They're going to try and find Junior on a counterattack as they defend this 2-1 lead. Christian Gomez goes down easy. Referee disagrees, thought it wasn't easy, and awards Beeman with a free kick. Quadwo Poku stands on top of this. The captain looks to be taking this free kick, as Kalonji are deliberating with the referee as to whether or not he got the call right. He tells them that he did. They disagree, as they tend to do.
Just basically a set man block there.
100%. As the referee gives a two-man wall for Kalonji, 10 yards, and Quadwo Poku steps away, and it looks like Michael Reed will be the free kick taker for Beeman United. It's going to be a right foot in-swinger into the box. Look at this one to be on the corner of the penalty spot. Lots of red shirts at the far post. And it goes right on the corner, and he's going to be two offside is Seth Poku, and that is not going to count as the assistant referee on the far side of the pitch raises his flag for offside, and we're still at 2-1 here in Snellville, Georgia. But Beeman United knocking on the door in the last 5-6 minutes of this second half. It's been all Beeman.
This was a great set by Kalonji. You see, once they move forward, the line holds. Offsides. And this is one of the things that Kalonji will do. They will just sit on that goal and defend for as long as they have to.
It's funny you said that. I was just watching the movement of Anthony Sumo right here in front of us, Larry, and his first reaction when he didn't have the ball was to immediately get back. So we know what the mind frame of Kalonji is. It's defend, 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 try and catch on the counter with speedy Junior Sandoval in the middle. But as we've seen so far in the first minutes of this second half, Beeman are ready for it. They're sitting two defenders in the middle back at all times. Not going to allow Junior to dictate that counterattack on his own like he was in the first half. Cross attempt goes right into the hands of Josh Lloyd, who dives on it. He's going to sit on it for a few seconds.
And if there's any position of the field right now that's a little soft for Kalonji profile, it's their midfield. Without having Kareem Tamimi, without having Yosef that we're normally used to seeing.
Dangerous play there as Sandoval almost strips Muhammad there, but Muhammad plays it back to Rodriguez. Rodriguez puts it onto the left side, and Michael Reed receives and turns in the midfield, finds Seth Poku. Poku throws off Kofi and still maintains possession as he puts it out to the right side for an on-running Austin Moranzoni, was able to keep it in bounds, but terrific defense from Kalonji Pro Profile to slow down Moranzoni, who tried to cut it back inside. They push it out. It's going to be a throw-in deep in the Profile territory for Beeman United. The ball was knocked out by number 12, Osei Twumasi, for a Profile to force a throw-in. Ball's thrown back to the feet of Quadwo Poku, captain and star player, arguably one of the biggest stars out on the pitch today right now. Him, Sandoval, and Anthony Sumo. Long shot forces a diving save to the right for Josh Lloyd. Another beautiful save by the Kalonji Pro Profile goalkeeper. His number once again continues to be called, and he still answers the phone every time it rings. Great save by Josh Lloyd.
Let's take another look at that save. Beautiful textbook save, moving off to his right side. He gets a good push off Nice long shot. He got a nice push off to the right, cleared it out.
It's not just that back three that Beeman United are trying to unlock. Josh Lloyd is forming a wall in front of his goal tonight. Great playing by the goalkeeper for Kalonji Pro Profile, as we've seen time and time again from the goalkeeper, Larry.
Like I just said, I mean, we're looking at only really two positions in the midfield that Kalonji Pro Profile doesn't have their starters. So you're looking at a Kalonji Pro Profile that have been together for a long time and know how each other work.
Poku plays it to Reed. Reed takes a turn and a few touches and plays it out to the left for Christian Gomez. Gomez finds the feet of Reed once again, who looks up, switches it over to the right side. Brandon Gonzalez chests it down to his feet, looks up, takes a few touches, plays it back to the inside for Poku. Poku plays Poku, and Poku is dispossessed by Kalonji as they look to find that third. Here come Profile, through ball for Sumo. And it looks like Sumo decelerated a little bit as he saw and maybe heard footsteps of the goalkeeper, Alex Rodriguez. And the referee blows the whistle for a handball on Unsukami. And the free kick is quickly taken. It's going to be a foul once again on Profile. That's going to be on Tachi. He's going to bring down Daniel Pickens. Smart foul by the center back for Kalonji Pro Profile as Pickens was picking his space, so to speak, right behind that defense of Profile.
He is going to receive some plastic for that yellow, or for that foul, though.
I think he knew it before he even made the play. It's going to be a dangerous free kick for Beeman United right on the top left corner of the 18 of Kalonji Pro Profile. We're in the 57th minute, live from Shilo High School Stadium. U.S. Open Cup qualifier, third round. Kalonji Pro Profile on top of Beeman United, 2-1. Great matchup so far. Kalonji able to get on the board early twice. Right before the first half whistle, Beeman were able to find the back of the net, albeit by a deflection. Still, back of the net moved, and it is 2-1 as the score remains in the 57th minute. But Beeman with a great opportunity here with a free kick about 25 yards out. Kalonji's going to have a two-man wall set up by goalkeeper Josh Lloyd, who's still communicating with the wall. Referee gives the two-man wall 10. And Michael Reed and Kwadwo Poku stand over this free kick for Beeman, as the near post is wide open for Kalonji. I really don't like that. You got to put more men on the wall, especially inside your own 18. That's too much space for Josh to cover. Referee is stepping at the top of the 18, going to speak with both teams. And the whistle is blown, and the free kick is away. Poku! Just too much, sends it over the crossbar as Lloyd watches it sail over both crossbars. He's going to collect the ball for a goal kick. Big goal kick for Kalonji. As we resume live play, had a little roster malfunction. Had two goalkeepers in the starting 11 for Kalonji, and it is actually Henry Pliates who's been making the wonderful saves tonight for Kalonji Pro Profile. Sorry, Henry, but you're going to get all the credit where credit is due, because you are dominating tonight, my friend. But we'll get you right for the rest of the game. Here comes Sandoval. He's got two red shirts in front of him and not enough whites. So he plays it back to Diaz. Beeman have possession over on the right side. Brandon Gonzalez dumps it back to Bidet. Bidet is dispossessed by Kalonji, but he wins it right back, right at midfield. Looking for Poku. They just weren't on the same page as Insukami steps up Once possession for Kalonji. Poku in possession for Beaman. It's been all Beaman here in the second half. Trying to find some space in behind the Kalonji Pro Profile defense. Just haven't had any luck yet. As Kalonji get another clearance. It's going to be Kamani Urban clearing it right up the middle of the pitch. Sandoval in possession. He's got 2 red shirts in front of him. Sandoval. He's got the goalkeeper beat. Plays it across the middle. Can Kalonji find the goal that they desperately need to hang on to this victory?
Just couldn't get that ball over to Kofi. Great run by Sandoval. Another one of those counter-attacks from Kalonji Pro Profile.
He's trying to catch Beaman off guard. Looks like Kalonji have the speed advantage too, Larry.
And they don't even really have their fastest men on the field.
Oh, nope. And it looks like it's going to be a foul on Kalonji. Free kick for Beaman. The referee tells him to back off. Got an injured player down for a profile. Free kick Beaman down in the right corner, right in front of the touchline. Nathaniel Bidet is going to take this free kick for the visitors. Going to get a big switch all the way over to the left side to the feet of Christian Gomez. Gomez takes a few touches, carries it forward, looks up, not too many red shirts as he's got to go back to the goalkeeper, Alex Rodriguez. A-Rod plays it out to the right side for Bidet. I apologize, that's Mohamed Kohn. Kohn finds Nathaniel Bidet. Bidet pushes it up to the right side. Oranzoni pushes it up the right side a little bit more, but Kamani Irving is there to win a foul and a free kick for Kalonji Pro Profile. Kalonji are very, very smart, very well disciplined, and they play as a team. As we said before, Beaman, UPSL National Playoff runner-up in the spring 2022 season. So them themselves are no slouches to hardware and to another chance for Beaman, just unsuccessful. But like I was saying, Beaman knows how to win. Let's see if they can figure it out tonight and advance in this U.S. Open Cup against Kalonji Pro Profile, who are not making it easy. Cross attempt, keeper called him off.
And you look at some of those teams that Beeman United have to go against in that UPSL Kentucky-Tennessee Conference. You look at the brand new team, St. Louis City SC Academy, another great academy coming in from the MLS.
Beautiful stadium they're building up there in Missouri as well. Beaman won a handball inside the box, which would have granted them a penalty kick. Referee disagrees, says play on.
And unfortunately, down here in the southeast, we're not like we are in the Midwest where we have heated turf fields.
Oh, that's pretty cool. Henry walks it up to the top of the box, gets a big left-footed punt. Michael Reed, beautiful touch, brings it right down to his feet out of the air. Brennan Gonzalez drops it back to Bidet. Bidet swings it over to the middle, finds center back Mohamed Kone. Kone swings it out to the left to Christian Gomez. Gomez doing a couple of quick passes with Poku. Center back Mohamed Kone is playing extremely deep right now for Beaman. Doesn't want to take any chances. A third goal would pretty much solidify a victory for Kalonji. The way that they're playing defensively, it'd be really hard for Beaman to unlock them one time, let alone twice, Larry. Nice skill in the midfield for Profiles. They dump it out to the left side. Lots of time and lots of space on the left side for Profile. They're bringing it to the 18. Shot on goal! Just sails wide. An opportunity to put Kalonji on top 3-1 was unsuccessful as a shot attempt just goes wide right. And was it deflected? Looks like it will be a corner kick as a deflection comes off of Beeman. Corner for Kalonji.
And this is the opportunity Kalonji was looking for in this second half. Moves it out to the left side, all alone, takes the shot, little bit of a deflection.
Great save by A-Rod to push it out and force a corner kick. Sure goal opportunity there for Kalonji. Once again, the goalkeeper comes to the save of Beeman.
Going to want to have that opportunity back. That should have been the third goal.
It's going to be a left-footed corner kick, so it will be an in-swinger. Look for Kalonji to crash the near post. Corners away, and it goes far post. Great goalkeeping by Rodriguez. The ball's headed back into the danger zone, but it sails wide left. Goal kick for Beeman. Kalonji knocking on the door there, trying to find a third. Beeman were not allowing it to happen as they force a goal kick. 66 minutes in. Beeman still trail Kalonji 2-1, but they've been in control for the most part of this second half. Just unable to find the back of the net so far.
And like I was talking about in the first half, Drew, we're now in the 66th minute. Once we get to the 70th, if they're still down a goal, that's when the anxiety will increase.
Absolutely. Maybe we'll see a little bit more movement as far as substitutes on the Beeman bench. Maybe get some fresh legs in. It's going to be offside on Moranzoni. Free kick profile. Once again, textbook defense by Kalonji Pro profile. Grant Carr, Kamani Irving, Ebrima Damfa. They call him Tachi. These three play like brothers. They know each other like the back of their own hands. And it really shows out on the pitch. It's going to be
that has to be a card. Hooking his foot. Indeed, it is.
It's frustration on Nathaniel Bidet as Sandoval has been working not just him, but the entire back four of Beeman United all afternoon. He was a late arrival, but as soon as he arrived to the pitch, Bruno immediately sent him in, and it kind of changed the dynamic after the sumo goal, Larry.
Well, Sandoval just has a way to take a match over. He's just been around for so long. He knows how to sit on that back defender and just utilize the space that is given to him.
The Honduran is really becoming a staple for this profile team. When needed, they know they can call upon him. And he's here today and put him up 2-1 here in the U.S. Open Cup third round qualifier. Free kick is away. Far post. Sumo is the far post, and it just goes wide as Grant Carr tried to put a third in the net. But it looks to be offside there, or did it go out for a goal kick? Goal kick it is. Don't normally hear the referee blow the whistle for a goal kick, so I was unsure. The team helped me out as usual.
We'll take a look at it here in just a minute when we have a moment.
Gomez.
That's three really good opportunities from Kalonji Pro Profile in just these last 5 minutes.
With actually, with really no opportunities so far in this second half of action as they've been playing all defense. They look to have moved Kofi on the inside. He looks to be trailing Michael Reed, not letting Reed have any space. Bidet heads it back down to Gonzalez. Gonzalez plays it into Seth Poku. Nice defense by Grant Carr to knock it out. Throw in Beeman. As we do have a couple of Beeman United players stepping off the bench, putting their pennies on, and they're going to get some warm-ups in. We may see a change here for the visitors.
And it's got to be tough. You've been sitting on the bench for almost 78 minutes. You got to warm up in these 30-degree weather.
Cleared away by Carr. Didn't get a forward clearance. Shin knees off of his foot out to the left, right in front of that Beeman bench. Another throw in for the visitors. Bidet's going to take the throw. Throws it quickly to Gonzalez. Gonzalez has Poku right in front of him, and he opts to play to the captain. Captain plays a through ball to Gooden, who's just been off the mark tonight. Alfonso Gooden, a very good player, just has been off the mark tonight for Beeman United. Anthony Sumo in possession for Kalonji on the right side. Nice ball by Sumo. Here comes Kalonji. Cuts it back on the inside. right in front of the referee. Referee says play on, no foul. I like to
It's a
see
good little 1-2 between Sandoval and Sumo. Just didn't get anything for it.
Beeman are pressing hard, pushing up the right side. Kamani Irving steps in, clears it away. Another throw in for the visitors.
They're
As
going
it
to do
looks
the
like
substitution. While they're doing the substitution, let's look at that last little opportunity by Kalonji Pro Profile. Nice ball whipped into the box. Great header, and it just goes wide. Number 13 came off. He was replaced by number 24.
Juan Penagos checks in for Beeman, as they have a throw-in 25 yards out over on the right side of the pitch. Poku's wide open in the midfield, and they find him. He swings it out to the left to Christian Gomez. He's got Sumo in front of him. Finds the second half substitution, Penagos. Penagos is dispossessed by Anthony Sumo and Usukami. One right back by Beeman. Poku plays it right back to Kalonji, who have Anthony Sumo wide open on the right side. Let's see what Sumo does. He's got Christian Gomez in front of him. And the ball's played out. Clips off Sumo. It's going to be a throw-in for Beeman.
One too many step-overs there for Sumo. Was trying to do something. Unfortunately, he had two defenders on him, and there was just no space to get that ball forward to Sandoval.
Brandon Gonzalez plays Reed. Reed finds Gooden. Gooden plays it out to the right to Bidet. Bidet tries a cross, but it's deflected. Bidet wins it right back. Spins off of the profile defender. Plays it across the middle. Deflected right to the top of the 18. Sumo clears it. Trying to find the feet of Junior Sandoval. There's too many red shirts in the back for Beeman to allow Sandoval to find any space.
That ball was also cleared out, I think, for the first time. I really haven't called his name all night. Gamara.
Yeah, Braham. You're exactly right.
He's just kind of out there.
And Beeman are able to find the back of the net and tie things up in the 72nd minute.
Trying everything they could to defend. Finally, they find their way through. We take a look at this replay.
Nathaniel Bidet finds
over.
It's Poku. That's the captain. That's their leading goal scorer.
He said I'd take it on his own. He slams it into the back of the net.
He said enough is enough, Larry.
2-2.
Game on.
Like I was saying, we're like 73rd minute. This was where the anxiety started to increase. Remember, we need to come out of this with a victor.
Kalonji take the kickoff after the equalizer from Beeman. Grant Card chased down a little too hard as Beeman forced an injury upon themselves. I believe the referee just called for a foul on Grant Carr, and I'm unsure of where the foul was, as Tachi questions the call by the official as the right winger Austin Moranzoni crashes into Grant Carr and kind of just, from what it looks like, did it to himself, but the referee calls a foul on Kalonji. Free kick for Beeman, and they have the momentum right now. So this is a very dangerous free kick for the visitors. Just equalized it a minute and a half ago. Already have a dangerous free kick about 30, 45 yards out. Michael Reed puts his left hand up, plays it right into the danger zone. Head on goal.
Foul going to be called.
Foul on Moranzoni. Free kick for the home team.
One of the things to note, Drew, you saw Beeman with the substitutes. Right now, Kalonji's bench is absolutely stoic. No movement whatsoever.
Free kick is taken by Kamani, trying to find Sumo, headed back into the mixer for Beeman. Alfonso tried to find Seth Poku. Kamani was there once again to get a big clearance. Bidet pushes it in the inside for Muhammad. Muhammad finds Brandon Gonzalez, takes a touch, turns back around, plays it back to the center back. Muhammad Kone is being closed down by the white shirts. He's able to find Gomez. Gomez plays a hospital ball on the inside, and Ntsukami wins it. Finds Sandoval. Quadro Poku is taking this game into his own hands. Here come Beeman. Second half substitution, Penagos. Puts it far post, wide open, but he's offside.
You hear the Beeman United bench upset because the Kalonji defender attempted to play that ball.
Yep.
They're wanting that offside to be disallowed.
But the officials were in great positioning once again to make the call. Anthony Sumo shutting down Penagos, who was able to get inside the 18. Sumo using that big body to shield him off the ball. Beeman still in possession. Michael plays it out to the right to Bidet. Bidet beats one man. He's got another white shirt in front of him. Are we going to get a free kick for Beeman? Looked like the foul occurred inside the box as the referee runs over to the assistant referee to deliberate and figure out what the situation will be. Will it be a foul right outside the box? Because the whistle was blown with the ball inside the 18.
And this is one of the things, Drew, that I've noticed over the past few minutes. We're getting late in the match. We only got about 15 minutes left, and continually traveling up and down the pitch, you start to see Sumo is cheating a little bit too far forward. He's not making those runs back to defend like he did at the beginning. That's leaving some opportunities over here on this left side for Beeman United.
Let's look for Beeman to exploit that right side of the defense of Kalonji. Have they noticed it? We're going to have a free kick. Poku and Reed over the ball. It's going to be Seth Poku. It's going to go near post. The ball's bouncing into 6. Kalonji able to get a clearance on it before that third goal was put in the back of the net by Beeman, who are extremely hungry because it's been all the visitors here in the second half. Dispossessed in the midfield, almost. Here come Kalonji as they are in behind that defense. Here comes Kofi. This is a very crucial goal. Kofi plays it across him out of the goal, and Sandoval finds the back of the net for the third time tonight for Kalonji Pro Profile as they take the lead 3-2 here at Shilo Stadium.
Well, Drew, if you want to have a textbook explanation on how you do counterattack, it's right here. Sliding over to Sandoval, into the back of the net. Absolutely nothing Beeman United could do. 3-2.
Kalonji Pro Profile under attack this entire second half, able to hold off Beeman just a little bit more and find that third goal. Great counterattack by the home team.
And now what you're going to see, you get that confidence of that third goal. Kalonji are going to attack.
Yeah, they're going to start going forward a little bit more, especially with the confidence just dripping right now.
Another substitute for Beeman United. I believe it's number 8 that came off.
No, that's going to be number 6, Austin Moranzoni, the right winger. As the ball is put back in play by Beeman. We are in the 78th minute. Kalonji Pro Profile just took a 3-2 lead as they pounced on the counterattack. And Sandoval able to find the second goal of the night for himself. He got his brace. Beeman have now entered response time. Michael Reed being closed down by Anthony Sumo. Nathaniel Bidet finds Brandon Gonzalez. Gonzalez puts it near post, cleared away by Kalonji. Deflected off of Beeman back into the danger zone. Kalonji still maintaining possession on the left side, but Beeman not making it easy. They have possession back. Ball's played in the middle. Michael Reed. Reed tried to find Seth Poku. I'm sorry, that was Alfonso Gooden who thought he was fouled at the top of the 18, but they maintained possession. The referee said play on. Kalonji might have hit that out, yeah.
Yes, he did.
Beeman won a corner.
But that's one of the things that third goal did for Kalonji. Their lungs are now full. Their stamina is all the way full to the top. They're ready to go for these last 10 minutes.
Beeman have won themselves another corner. Grant Carr barking orders inside the 18, telling his boys, we have 10 minutes to go. They're down, but they're not out. It's time to fight from within. Leave it all out on the pitch. It's 2023 U.S. Open Cup third round qualifier. Kalonji Pro Profile on top of Beeman United from Nashville, Tennessee, 3-2. Head on goal off the crossbar. Beeman with a great opportunity to put the third in the back of the net, but the crossbar was the best friend of the goalkeeper once again. Hospital ball in the midfield, almost won back by Kalonji, but Quadwo Poku comes back from his midfield position to regain possession for the visitors. Poku just put a beautiful shot in the back of the net for the Beeman United second goal of the night. Let's see if he's got enough left in him to find a third. Sumo gives it silly away. It gives it away sillily in the midfield, and Beeman win possession back. Poku, back post, looking for Michael Reed. Can Penagos keep it in bounds? He can. Penagos plays it to the back post. Just a bit too high for Seth Poku.
But you see what that goal has done for Beeman United. They're now having to keep two players back to be able to hold off that possible counterattack, which doesn't allow them to get the men forward that they need.
Long ball attempt looking for Seth Poku. Can he keep it in bounds? He can. He's got some space in front of him. Beats one man. Drops it back. Shot on goal. Way too high as it splits the upright. And it will be a goal kick for Kalonji Pro Profile, who just have to play the clock. The clock's at their advantage. Keep possession. Let the time dwindle down as Grant Carr is down on the pitch right now. Looks to be a cramp. Grant Carr bringing back some of those time-wasting tricks from Europe.
Every few seconds count. You know it'll be added on afterwards. We had several more minutes than expected for the first half extra time. We'll see what happens in the second half. Again, you see no movement whatsoever off of the bench for Kalonji Pro Profile. The AR right there watching the line, making sure that that ball is played correctly.
Big ball up the left side by Kamani Irving.
I have to say these officials have done a fantastic job.
Yeah, Larry, they have. But you also have to give a shout out to all 22 men on the pitch. Playing a great game, great sportsmanship. Just a real heated battle out there. All for the love of the game.
And these guys are all trying to do the unthinkable. Trying to get a UPSL team up through the ranks of the U.S. Open Cup.
Anthony Sumo has got some space in behind the defense. Chips it over to the left side. Junior able to run it down. Shot attempt. Right into the arms of Alex Rodriguez. You have to think Sumo's going to want that one back. If he looked up and just saw the run of Sandoval, surely the fourth one would have made the net move. And here come Beeman. Through ball down the right side. Nice transition by Kalonji to knock it out, force a throw in for Beeman United. Their time is ticking away here in the U.S. Open Cup qualifier match. Poku plays it to Seth. Seth plays it out to Penagos. Deflection. And Tsukami's able to get a foot on it. It's going to be a throw in for Beeman once again. I mean, foul throw and all forms of it right there. But the referee says play on. And that was a new one, Larry, a running throw. Both feet off the ground. But I digress.
Like we say, that's probably the next rule that's going to be really, really...
And I don't mean to be a stickler, but like we keep saying, rules are rules. And if you're not going to abide by the rules, why do we have them?
Yeah,
we were taught in rec league to keep both feet on the ground and throw it.
Yeah, it's going to be one of those that's going to be really scrutinized coming in the next few seasons.
It's got to be. Got to get back to the nitty-gritty here. Going to be a free kick for Kalonji. Little 5 yards over midfield, over on the left touchline. Less than 5 minutes to go. I'm sorry, 6 minutes to go plus stoppage. Michael Reed bringing the ball up with pace for Beeman. Dispossessed in the midfield was Quadwo Poku. Here comes Shadrach and Tsukami. He's going to slow it down. He's dispossessed by Christian Gomez. Gomez pushes it up to Penagos. Penagos plays a hospital ball, looking for the on-running Alfonso Gooden, knocked out by Profile. Throw in for Beeman.
Yeah, like I was, just to finish up what I was saying.
There's another running throw in.
Like, just to finish up what I was saying, you know, these two teams are trying to do something that hasn't been done in a very, very long time. The last time a non-MLS team has won the U.S. Open Cup was in 1999, the Rochester Rhinos.
Long ball attempt successful. Kofi in behind the defense of Beeman, pulls it back. Nice move, pulls it out to the left side. He's got 2 red shirts in front of him. Tries to find Sandoval, deflected off Gomez. Junior Sandoval tried to find his hat trick. Too many red shirts in front. Awkward angles. He tried to find the far post.
He had a good shot on goal, just did not have anybody with him to follow up to make that 4th goal.
Gomez pushes it in the inside, finds Michael Reed. Reed does a hesitation move, keeps possession, and turns it, and burns up the midfield. Finds Seth Poku. Poku tried to find Quadwo, but it was deflected off Kalonji. And they're going to look to find another counterattack. Or are they going to slow it down? Yeah, Tachi's like, that's not my wheelhouse. I'm going to slow it down. And here comes Kalonji. This is Kofi's wheelhouse. Nice defensive play by Beeman. Shoulder-to-shoulder tackle. Completely legal. Clean as can be. They win possession back and are going to try a counter themselves. 4 minutes plus stoppage to go. Kalonji Pro Profile on top of Beeman United FC. 3-2 here in the 3rd round of the U.S. Open Cup qualifier match.
Beeman United still not getting too anxious. They're still playing very, very wide, chalk to chalk.
Just a lot of silly passes, a lot of hospital balls, allowing Profile to win possession back and go on the counterattack. Just a bit too heavy there.
Well, at this point, all they're doing is just sending the ball forward.
It's desperation mode.
They're just cleaning, but for Kalonji, they're just sending the ball forward to see if they can just let the clock tick.
Michael Reed beats one man. Reed still in possession. Reed tries to put it on the 6, headed away by Tachi to the right side, deflected out of Penagos, throw in. And the referee says throw in for the visitors.
That was an interesting one.
Shadrach.
I almost thought that number 24 for Beeman had gotten possession there. The way that ball deflected out didn't so much look like a Kalonji touch. You can see needs a little bit of cramping. Yes, you still can cramp in 30-degree weather.
Looks like we got a Profile player getting dressed over there on the bench. Looks like they have a body, Larry.
Yeah, they've been sitting over there. Like we said, it's now 88 minutes in.
Better late than never.
Yeah, 17 has put in a long, hard shift.
Yeah, Shadrach and Tsukami has had a really, really tough shift on that right side today for Kalonji.
And we've seen Tsukami many times in the UPSL Georgia Premier Division. A great right back. That's the one thing about Kalonji Pro Profile. They have some really good left and right backs. They have multiple, so that they can utilize them throughout the season. And so just because Tsukami's coming off doesn't mean it's going to be easier.
Absolutely. Bidet puts the ball in the mixer. Headed away by Profile, right back to the feet of Penagos. Penagos with a nice move at the top of the 18, but dispossessed and cleared away by Tsukami. Michael Reed for Beeman. Tries to play a through ball looking for Poku, deflected off of Kalonji. Throw in for Beeman as their U.S. Open Cup is ticking away as they trail 3-2 with a minute and a half plus stoppage to go. If you're just now joining us, we are live from Shilo High School in Snellville, Georgia. I am Drew Dickinson alongside Larry Weaver. Busy weekend for Atlantic Soccer Media Group. What a way to cap it off with a U.S. Open Cup third round qualifier. great matchup. Kalonji Pro Profile, Beeman United from Nashville, Tennessee, making the trip down to Atlanta. Try and fiend off the local powerhouse, Kalonji Pro Profile. Time's a ticking. Do they have anything left in the tank to find the equalizer? We'll find out shortly as a long throw is played in right to the arms of Henry as it deflects off the goalkeeper of Kalonji, and Beeman have won themselves a corner kick. Gonzalez is going to come over to the right side to take this corner for the visitors. And there's merely seconds left in this game. It's going to be a right foot out swinging corner kick for the visitors. Ball's played right at the near post. Beautiful corner. The ball's bouncing up right in front of the goal. And the equalizer is found by Beeman at the death. Beeman United FC find the back of the net in the 89th minute. What's the deal here? Kalonji protesting.
We have to look at the, let's look at that again, Drew. Let's see if we can see what happened. I want to say it hit the American football.
No, it did not. Clean goal. Goal Seth Poku. Mr. Seth Poku, a 2022 signing for Beeman United, steps up when they need him the most. It's 3-3. Beeman United leaving it all out on the pitch, finding what little they had left in the tank. And it was just enough to put the ball in the back of the net and tie it up at the death. I love this game, Larry.
You thought we had a long week in already. Here we go, extra time.
Weak cross attempt by Alfonso Gooden gives it right back to Profile. They try and force it up to Sandoval, who's had all the luck in the world today. The Beeman just read it like a book. It's going to be a foul on Profile. Free kick for Beeman. Foul's committed by Osei Tumasi. He fouled Nathaniel Bidet, who's had quite the day today. Sorry, I amuse myself sometimes. Christian Gomez finds Penagos, dispossessed by Nsukami. Penagos fouls Anthony Sumo. Sumo didn't like it, gets right in the face of Penagos. As they need to be careful. Nsukami tried to play a through ball in behind Mohamed Kone, but just didn't get much behind it. And a weak clearance by Rodriguez, and he just gifts a throw-in to Kalonji. Deep in the territory of Beeman United. We're 2 minutes into stoppage time. Referee's got the official clock on the pitch. Tsukami throws it into the feet of Sumo. Sumo plays it back to Shadrack. Kalonji still in possession, and they are dispossessed by Penagos. Penagos finds Seth Poku. Poku turning and burning down that left side. But Tachi steps in, wins possession, and forces a throw-in right at half field for Beeman. And it looks like we are almost but surely extra time bound in another running throw-in. I mean, we're joking about the foul throws, but if one of those was called, no telling momentum could have been slowed down by Beeman. I mean, it's been 3 running throw-ins in the last 5 minutes for the visitors, and the referee and the assistant referees allow them to play on. And I don't mean to harp on it so much, but again, rules are rules.
Eventually, you gotta call it. I mean,
it's just silly. I mean, you can see that you can hear the frustration in my voice. That it's just
like we were saying, we have to come up with a victor. Beeman has been in possession of the ball for the majority of this match.
Ball's played into the danger zone. Kalonji clears it away. Nice skill here by Kofi. Finds Sandoval. Sandoval has Sumo on the right side. Can he find him? He's onside, says the assistant referee. Anthony Sumo cuts it on the inside. Anthony Sumo still in possession. Finds Sandoval. Sandoval's inside the 18 for Kalonji Pro Profile. Time is a ticking. Surely there's only a few seconds left, but he's immediately closed down by Beaman, and that might do it. Kalonji win a throw-in, but the time's a-ticking as we enter the 95th minute. Cross attempt looking for Sumo, headed away, right back to the feet of Nsukami. Long shot attempt! Alex Rodriguez dives to his right, punches it out,
Just
able to get back
nobody
on his feet.
with that ball. He doesn't get all possession.
Quadro Poku in possession on the right side. Just brings it over half field. Plays it all the way across the middle. Dispossessed by Kalonji Pro Profiles. Shadrach and Tsukami. Tsukami plays it across the middle. Kalonji still in possession. Dispossessed was Kofi. It's going to be a foul on Nathaniel Bidet. Free kick for Kalonji. 96th minute approaching.
Poku doing the smart thing, standing on the ball. And he's going to blow the whistle.
He just blew it twice. Okay, so the referee blows the whistle for the end of regulation as we're going to head into extra time, tied 3-3, as Beeman United still have a player down on the pitch. Gets back up onto his feet, does Alfonso Gooden. And we got 2 guaranteed 15 minutes of extra time, and if we're still tied after 30, we go to the spot to decide who's going to advance in the U.S. Open Cup. Will it be Kalonji Pro Profile of Atlanta, Georgia, or will it be the Nashville, Tennessee native Beeman United FC? We're going to take a break as teams deliberate, figure out how the first overtime is going to work. We'll be right back. Welcome back to Shilo High School Stadium here in Snellville, Georgia. Atlantic Soccer Media Group brings you a U.S. Open Qualifier third-round matchup between Kalonji Pro Profile and Beeman United FC. At the end of regulation, we are tied at 3. We are heading to overtime. There will be 2 15-minute overtimes. If we are still tied at the end of the second, we will head to the penalty spot to see who will advance to the 4th round of this U.S. Open Cup. Kalonji came out of the gate early. Anthony Sumo puts him up 1-0. Junior Sandoval shows up a little late, immediately checks in, changes the dynamic of the first half. He's able to find a second goal. And right before halftime, Beeman United put one on the board to go to the break 2-1. Second half of play begins, and it's all Beeman United. Kalonji able to find one counterattack, put one in the back of the net. But other than that, Beeman had control the entire second half. Tied it up at the death, force overtime. Both teams deliberating on what it is that they want to do. Captains with the officials now, and we will get into overtime action here real soon.
And Drew, we got to take another look at that last goal at the dying breath by Beeman United. We have to see a little bit of a mistake by Henry, the keeper. Ends up bouncing actually off of Grant Carter's head as well.
Sure does.
Finds its way into the back of the net. The defense for Kalonji did so well for those 90 minutes. A little bit of a mistake right there at the end cost them. They could be inside trying to get warm after these 30 degrees, but unfortunately no.
30,
back onto the pitch.
30 more minutes to go, partner.
It's been a fantastic match so far. Both teams have really put it on the line.
Kalonji came today with just one sub. Let's see if they have some gas left in the tank for 30 more minutes of U.S. Open Cup qualifying action. The officials.
I think we're ready to go. I hope everybody else is.
Hope you got your popcorn ready back home, because things are about to get interesting. Kalonji Pro Profile will be going from right to left once again in their all-white kits. And stepping onto the pitch for the first 15-minute overtime on the left side will be Beeman United FC, as they are in the all-red. And it looks like Beeman have won the kickoff here in the first overtime period.
Beeman have got to feel confident being able to score that goal in the dying minutes. Kalonji, like we said, they haven't been playing a lot. Was that going to be the part that was going to hurt them?
Both teams now on the pitch, getting their final preparations and final words from the coaching staff. And we are going to get underway here in the first 15 minutes of overtime real soon. Actually, my mistake. It looks like Kalonji won the coin toss, and they elected to kick off here in the first overtime.
And Kalonji is going to need to attack.
And we are underway for the first 15 minutes of overtime here at Shilo High School Stadium in Snellville, Georgia. Just now joining us, I am Drew Dickinson, alongside Larry Weaver. Packed weekend for Atlantic Soccer Media Group, and we're closing the weekend with a U.S. Open Cup qualifier. First period of overtime. Doesn't get any better than this. Strap in, everyone. Beeman in possession over on their left side. They're punching in the middle to the feet of Michael Reed. Reed's been in control of that midfield for his Beeman United squad all day today. Great little player is Michael Reed. He finds Brandon Gonzalez. Gonzalez puts it back to the feet of Reed, who dumps it out to Poku. The captain takes a few touches. Penagos dispossessed, cleared away by Kalonji. Throw in Beeman. Kwadwo Poku, 30-year-old from Ghana. Quite the resume since being here in the United States. He came over in 2010. Georgia Revolution, Atlanta Silverbacks, spent time in the MLS with NYCFC, Miami FC, spent time in Russia, Anzi Makhachkala, Europa FC, Tampa Bay Rowdies. I could keep going.
He's been around.
He has been around.
And you could say the same thing for Junior Sandoval.
Yep.
A player that has seen a lot of playing time both here and abroad. And both of them, you can really see kind of take on that mentor, captain role. There's times where you'll see Junior just kind of carry the entire team on his back.
And so calm, too. There's no sense of urgency from him, but it's always pinpoint accuracy, always really, really good possession. It's really fun to watch. And that's no offense to Junior or Quadwo, but that's age and experience.
Exactly.
Dangerous here for Beeman as they get a big switch over to the left side.
And that's one of the reasons why we love teams like this from the UPSL regions, is because you have those players that have been around for a while, a little bit of veteran in them, and then you have these young players that can learn from them, learn what it takes to get to that next level.
That cross was cleared over to the right side by substitution Victor Bellido, number 4 for Beeman United, out here on the right side, who sneaks in behind Tumasi here on the far post. His cross attempt from Penagos is deflected. It's going to be a corner kick for the visitors.
Ever since he came into this match as a substitute, number 24 for Beeman United has been just a handful for the Kalonji defense.
Yeah, Juan Penagos, fresh legs. That'll do it. As Mohamed Kone steps in from his center back position to assist on the corner. The ball is played right in the midfield. Henry comes off his line, calls for it, dives on it. Great routine save off a corner kick for the goalkeeper for Kalonji Pro Profile, who has had a coming out party tonight, if I do say so myself, Larry.
Yeah, and just that last goal was just a little bit of a mistake from himself and from Carr, allowing that ball to find its way into the back of the net.
Oh, slips in the midfield here. Does Mohamed Kone. Alex Rodriguez, alert, comes off his line for a clearance. Dangerous there for Beeman United as Kalonji Pro Profile were licking their chops on that one.
And that's all they need, and that's what the first goal came from, was just a little bit of a mistake on that back line, and they will pounce.
Grant Carr is going to take the throw for Profile. 5 minutes into the first overtime period, still tied at 3.
Still not, no anxiety there. Taking his time, his Carr. He's been in this position before.
Did you see what he did there, Larry?
Actual throw?
Kept both feet on the ground. Ball came all the way behind his head. It's just textbook. You love to see it. Beeman in possession with Penagos on the left side. Penagos trips himself. No foul there. Referee says play on. Kalonji get a big clearance up the right side. Ball's going to go out of bounds. Going to be a throw-in. Christian Gomez is going to take the throw for Beeman. Plays it to the feet of Michael Reed. Long ball attempt from Reed. Just pushed it a little too far as no red shirts were in agreement with his pass. Grant Carr runs it down. Brings it into the 18. Finds the goalkeeper. Goalkeeper gets a big left-footed clearance, but unfortunately for Profile, it goes to the feet of the captain for Beeman United, Quadwo Poku. Poku finds Gooden.
And Drew, both of these two teams, they want to come out of these 15-minute halves with a goal. You never really want to go to PKs because you're just a 50-50 coin flip, whether it's a win or it's a loss.
Absolutely. You want to finish them off in regular time, or in this case, in overtime. Michael Reed, through ball attempt for Alfonso Gooden. Gooden was back on his heels. Even if he was to maintain possession, he was going to fall down. Christian Gomez dumps it off to Penagos. Profile say it was off Juan. The referee doesn't agree with Anthony Sumo. It's going to be a throw-in for Beeman.
The only caveat right now, Drew, is we have a lot of players that are on a yellow. The one thing you don't need at this point is to see a second yellow and a red. Both of these two squads have played an absolute phenomenal match. It's been a great chess match between these two.
Really has. I haven't seen. I apologize. That's the wrong wording. I don't see any coach out-coaching one another. I see them, Bruno Kalonji, the coach for Kalonji Pro Profile, 1-up, 2-1, drops his boys back, wants to defend the goal, wants to defend the honor of his lead. And you see Beeman hadn't changed a thing, using the same formula that's got him to the dance.
No, you really just see a challenge against formations and against styles.
Yep.
This hasn't been anything that was one up on the other.
As you see here, it looks like Beeman have dropped Quadwo Poku back into a defensive midfielder position, and I believe that's so he can get his foot on the ball a little bit more. He's going to start pulling the strings here for Beeman as we are halfway through this first overtime period, and Poku seems to be the go-to man, and you always want your best player to have the ball at his feet, and it seems that that's what they're trying to do. Nice bit of strategy by Beeman United.
Well, and you saw just there, that was the first time we've seen Junior Sandoval move back. He's been sitting basically at half line for the majority of the play when it happens into their lower third of Kalonji's. Now he's pulled back and he's about 20 yards into their half.
And ball slipped in somehow behind the Kalonji defense, but they were able to get a foot on it and clear it away. It was Kamani Irving. Here come Profile. Sandoval in possession, and he's just so calm with the ball at his feet. He has no fear. I don't mean fear going to go hurt somebody. He just has no fear with anybody breathing down his back. He keeps possession so nice.
Well, like I said, he's so used to having to play 2 or 3 men against him at once that he just doesn't play too anxious.
Yeah, I like the way you put that because he's not scared. He's not timid. It's going to be another caution issued to Kalonji Pro Profile. Free kick, Beeman, right at half field.
That was number 22 that received that yellow.
Referee's going to back him up 10. Put the book back in his pocket, and we're going to get back into live action here. Square.
A red. Oh, that was again, just what I was saying.
Was that a second yellow?
Second yellow for number 22, and that is a red card.
Well, he looked shocked. Was it dissent? I am a little confused as to what went on. I mean, if it was a straight red, did we see a yellow issued before?
He received a yellow
just now
on that challenge. Did he have one? Or I have to go back and look. I didn't.
He just came in the matchup. He's not been in the game that long.
So it had to have been dissent.
You got to feel for Profile right now as the referee sends off one of the players and forces him to go a man down. Again, we don't have any microphones on the field, and we don't have any communication with the officiating crew.
And there's going to be a yellow for Henry for his dissent.
If you're just now joining us back home, Kalonji Pro Profile just receives a red card. They go down a man with just 4 minutes to go here in the first overtime. So they're still tied with Beeman United FC 3-3 in this U.S. Open Cup qualifier third-round matchup. You're live from Shilo High School Stadium in Snellville, Georgia. Drew Dickinson and Larry Weaver bringing you the action. Referee still filling out the rest of his booking. Time is ticking away in the first overtime. Remember, if we're still tied after the second 15-minute overtime, we head straight to the penalty spot. That's where we will determine this third round winner. It's been all Beeman United, arguably for the last, 55, 60 minutes, Larry?
Indeed, they have really dictated the play, and of course we're waiting at the moment because the player needs to leave the field. Of course, he's putting all of his cold weather gear on before he heads out.
Of course.
Definitely frustrating for Kalonji Pro Profile to have to be put in this position. But again, this is something that we've seen a couple times over the course of the last few games covering the UPSL Georgia Conference, where we've had a couple matches where a team has gone down a man. We even saw that match between Atlanta United Academy and Club the Strongest, Los Tigres. Atlanta United goes down 2 men, still find a way to win that match.
Yep. And later on that same day, Benetinto Atlanta, red card. They hold on to win. So let's see if Kalonji Pro Profile have a wee bit of magic left, yeah? All right. At some point, something's got to give. We got to get back underway here.
The player is leaving.
It's a really large stadium, so if we just sit here and watch him walk off, we'll be here till midnight. And here we go.
Let us get back underway.
We're back underway here.
I would expect, we probably wasted about 3 minutes there.
Yes. In possession for Beeman is Nathaniel Bidet. Seth Poku checks back, receives the ball, plays it back to Muhammad. Muhammad finds Quadwell. Quadwell plays a one-touch pass to Reed. Reed plays it back to the captain. Tries to play a forced through ball there, but dispossessed by Kevin Diaz. Diaz and Junior Sandoval putting some pressure on the Beeman midfield early. Sloppy passing here by Kalonji Pro Profile, allowing Beeman to win it back easily, Larry.
And I think here in Kalonji Pro Profile's setup, now that they're down a man, they're just going to hold off these Beeman attacks and go to
Yeah, they're going to try and force
kicks.
the dependence. I agree. Let's see if Beeman has something to say about that, though. Michael Reed looking for Gooden. Great defense by Kamani Irving. Him and Gooden are battling right there inside the 18. Irving won that battle, but the war is far from over.
Kalonji's just going to sit with 2 banks of 4 with Sandoval on top just in case something happens.
Oh my gosh, here we go. Kofi on the left side. Long shot at 10, and he gets it in. Oh my gosh, it just sails wide left. Alex Rodriguez on his heels falls to his bottom as the ball sails wide left. Junior Sandoval got sneaky.
Unfortunately, there just did not have the accuracy he needed.
I like the idea, though, Larry. Try to catch the goalkeeper off guard, which he did.
The keeper has been playing outside of his box for most of the evening.
Look, he's 3 yards off the top of the 18. Playing kind of like a sweeper keeper right now, and that's all advantage for Profile. As we know, Sandoval has some pinpoint accuracy. Lots of movement inside the 18 for number 25, Alfonso Gooden. Right now he is right in between Grant Carr and Kimani Irving. Bidet. Dispossessed by Twumasi. Forces a throw in. Bigito takes a throw, drops it back to Michael Reed. Reed plays it to Poku. Poku plays it back to Reed. Reed switches it all the way over to the left side. Christian Gomez. He's got Penagos in front of him. He finds Gonzalez. Gonzalez once again. Finds Seth Poku. Poku receives, turns, plays out to the left side for Gomez. Muhammad in possession in the midfield for Beeman. Finds Nathaniel Bidet. Bidet crosses it over to the inside. It's going to be a foul on Beeman as Seth Poku pulls back Tachi And it will be a foul, free kick for Kalonji Pro Profile as we are 1 minute into extra time here in the first overtime period.
And Drew, you know, as a keeper, the way that you're taught is you use your box, you cut the field down in thirds, and half of your pitch side is where you move up into your thirds depending on where that ball is in position. I just feel like the Beeman United keeper is playing a little too far forward in his thirds, which gives an opportunity for somebody like Sandoval or even Sumo to really put a shot on goal and to catch him completely off frame.
Kofi wanted a foul. I thought he was pulled back. I agree with him. The referee disagreed with both of us and said play on. Beito out on the right side. Brandon Gonzalez. He's got Grant Carr in front of him. Opts back for a back pass for Beito. Beito finds the feet of Gonzalez once again, and Beeman are going to reset. Quadwo Poku. He's got space in front of him. Finds Seth. Nice 1-2. Beeman! Pushed wide by Henry. Nice save again by Henry. Double save by the Kalonji Pro Profile goalkeeper, who has played the game of his life tonight. One silly mistake. Other than that,
he had to come up big time there. We'll take a look at it here. Ball sent forward. Good little 1-2. Shot taken. Great save.
another great save. Oh, man.
Earning his keep tonight.
Yep. Kamani Irving's going to take the goal kick. And a beauty it was. Right to the head of Michael Reed, unfortunately, for Profile. Nice passing here for Beeman. Can they find a fourth? Shot on goal deflected by Sumo right into the arms of Henry.
Got a little bit of deflection there from Sumo. Took all the energy out of that shot.
Great punt by the Profile goalkeeper. Just the white shirts just watched it.
With that red card, we should be just about getting close to the end of this first half of stoppage. Extra time.
Beeman in no rush. Going to try and pick their poison. Open up the pockets. Find the space in behind. Nice passing by the Poku brothers. But even better defense.
This is the other thing, Drew. This is now, and there is the clock. That's 105 minutes that Beeman has been attacking nonstop.
Referee blows the whistle. That's going to end the first 15-minute overtime period. Two teams are going to head to the bench, get a little refuel here, switch sides, and we're going to get right back into it for the second 15-minute overtime. And again, if we're still tied after that 15, we head to the penalty spot. On the pitch, and we are about to get underway here in the second 15-minute overtime. If you're just now joining us, we're live from Shilo High School Stadium in Snellville, Georgia. Kalonji Pro Profile, Beeman United FC tied 3-3 in this crucial 2023 U.S. Open Cup third-round qualifying match. I am Drew Dickinson alongside Larry Weaver. Proudly representing Atlantic Soccer Media Group, who had a busy weekend. And like I said before, can't think of a better way to cap off an unbelievable playoff weekend in the UPSL Georgia Premier Division, followed by a U.S. Open Cup qualifier match. Doesn't get much better than this.
Now we are enjoying our time here, watching these teams on the pitch.
Kevin Diaz wins that flick attempt by Poku. Try to push it up the middle for Junior. Here comes Beeman United FC. Push it out to the left side. Christian Gomez dumps it back to Michael Reed, who's got lots of space in front of him. Reed's going to go for a low, hard knuckle shot. Got too much backspin on it. Easy routine save for Henry.
It's one of those cases, Drew, where we haven't had a penalty shootout in so long that we kind of interested in seeing one.
Yeah, I'm excited. Sandoval almost dispossessing Nathaniel Bidet. Looks like he got clipped on the ankle. Those ankle knocks are going to linger a little bit longer tonight in this freezing weather. Cross attempt for Beeman. Headed away. Down to the feet. It's going to be a foul.
Yeah, that has to be a foul there.
Free kick for Kalonji. Might receive a yellow card for that, Larry.
Between number 7 and number 8, or number 17 and number 8 Poku. Not quite sure which one was going to, but quickly sent forward and lost.
Temperatures drop dramatically here in this second overtime period. It is 34 degrees outside. Feels like it's 31. Long shot attempt. It just lifted at the very end. Goes over both crossbars.
And that's not the first time that number 17 has tried to make a shot like that and end up just sailing way, way high and wide.
Going to have a goal kick here for Kalonji. Beautiful goal kick once again by number 4, Kamani Irving. One back by second half substitution, one Penagos. Kevin Diaz is all over him, trying to win possession back for Profile. Michael Reed pushes it in the midfield. Reed finds Poku. Poku gives it back to Michael. Reed plays it out to the right side. Cross attempt deflected off Kalonji. Corner kick for Beeman.
My hat's off to all of these guys that have put in these minutes. It's been a long trout out there today.
It's going to be a right foot corner, Larry. It's going to be an out swinger. Look for this one to land right on the penalty spot. And it does. Headed away by Kalonji.
There was a foul committed in the box. That was number 24.
Things are getting heated out on the pitch.
That came into contact.
24 is Juan Paganos.
You can tell by the way that he's walking away. A little bit of a statement he was trying to make there.
I agree. It's going to be another free kick here for Kalonji,
That foul was committed on Kamani Irving.
who just took another beautiful free kick, trying to find Sandoval. Michael Reed pushes it out to the right side for Beeman. Nathaniel Bidet.
Just not really seeing a lot of quality out of number 8, Burhan Gamara.
Well, just like
from
you said,
Kalonji.
I haven't really seen him get himself into the matchup tonight, Larry.
No, and when Kalonji Pro Profile were in the fall or the spring 2022 season, they kind of moved him more to a right back.
Shot on goal, sails wide right.
They kind of took him out of the midfield and moved him back as a right back.
Do you think that had anything to do with the departure of Tiente?
They probably moved him back into the midfield because they didn't have a Tiente, they don't have a Tumasi. I mean, they don't have Tamimi, they don't have Joseph Samuel. So,
Or Patrick.
Okonkwo. So you kind of have to go with what you had today. Bruno, like we said, Bruno had a few players that were not here that he really could have utilized. Could have really changed some of their attack.
No, 100%. You'd like to see Junior be a little bit more serious out there. Back heel attempt, a little sloppy.
Well, right now, like we said, Kalonji Pro Profile just looking to get through these next 9 minutes.
Which is smart, you know? Like you said, penalty kicks, a 50-50 coin toss situation. And I think that's what Profile need right now because they are still playing a man down. We've got a little less than 10 minutes to go here in the second half of overtime. Still tied at 3. Who can find the game winner? Cross attempt. Easy situational routine save for A-Rod as he rolls it very quickly out to the left side for Paganos. Anthony Sumo steps into pressure right at midfield just to slow him down a little bit. Seth Poku finds the feet of Nathaniel Bidet, who plays a one-touch pass down the right side to Michael Reed. Reed takes a few touches. Brandon Gonzalez. Paganos closed down by Sumo. Forced to play it back to Gonzalez. Gonzalez finds Poku. Poku finds Quadwo. And another heavy through ball. Looking for Victor Bellido. Sails over the goal line. Another goal kick for Kalonji. And you know they're loving all these dead balls because that allows more seconds to go off the clock, Larry.
Yeah, at this point, this extra time is just playing into Kalonji's hands.
Big goal kick. One in the air by Beaman. Through ball attempt trying to fight Alfonso Gooden. Gooden's able to get a little foot on it, push it out to the right to Gomez. Gomez finds Gooden again. Poku brothers working in the midfield. Juan Paganos takes a shot over on the left side. Tries to find far post, but deflects off of Kamani, who's able to clear it out, force a throw in for the visitors. Gomez dumps it right back to Juan Paganos, the thrower, who switches it over to the right side. Finds Nathaniel Bidet. Bidet's closed down by Sandoval. Beeman picking their poison. Trying to find the key to unlock this profile defense for a fourth goal. And a game winner. Nice save by Henry. Ball's rolling inside the 6. Cleared away by Kamani Irving. Once again, he's been called upon all night long for this Kalonji Pro Profile team, and he has answered every one of those calls continuously. Great save. Still 3-3.
Had to get down quickly.
Very quickly. Nice defensive slide tackle there by Anthony Sumo, stepping out of his wheelhouse and playing one hell of a defensive play. Throw in taken quickly by Beeman. Christian Gomez in possession for the visitors. Dumps it over to Mohammed, who quickly plays it out to the right side for Bidet. Badillo checks 2. They just weren't on the same page as the ball goes right to the feet of Profile. Big clearance for Profile. Just didn't get enough or anything that he wanted. Puts it right back to Beeman. As Sumo's going to foul Paganos. It's going to be a free kick for Beeman.
And a yellow card. Give us a second to take a look at that shot on goal that Beeman had just a few seconds ago. They slide it over. Beautiful shot taken by number 24. He has been a thorn in Kalonji's side since he came onto this pitch.
This free kick will be taken by Michael Reed on the left side of the 18 of Kalonji Pro Profile. He's going to use a right foot, so it will in swing Watch the runners go into the back post and try and put it back near post. Two hands go up. Ball's played to the back post. Headed away by Kalonji. Just didn't get enough height, did Beeman. And we will get
He's going to receive a yellow card, number 24.
It's gonna just a little retaliation. Tit for tat. Sumo goes down, holding his shin. As we said before, below freezing out there, so any sort of knock is going to be extra painful.
You're gonna feel it.
Poku helps up. It looks like it was Tachi who was fouled. It was Ibrima. Talk about a veteran.
Anytime you watch a Kalonji game, you know that Tachi is going to be on that back line.
Tachi scored a penalty kick on me back in 2012 in the ADSL. I dove on top of it, and it slid right under me. So we have history.
But you're not bitter.
Not at all.
Still out there performing.
And here I am.
Calling a beautiful match.
Thank you, partner. Here comes Seth Poku. And it looks like Beeman are going to walk it off. It's 4-3 in the 28th minute of the second overtime period here at Shilo High School Stadium. Third round U.S. Open Cup qualifier. Beeman United slide the fourth one past Kalonji Pro Profile with just minutes left in this matchup.
Let's take another look at that beautiful goal. Move down that right-hand side, leaves a wide open space in the defense.
Anthony Sumo almost gets a foot on it to clear it off the line.
And you saw him hesitate because he knew he was on a yellow. Didn't want to commit and receive a red card. Only 3 minutes or so to go, and this could be the end of the run for Kalonji Pro Profile.
They've squandered away 3 leads tonight. Beeman just will not give up.
You know, and that's what I was telling you, Drew. You look at the back in the spring when they were in the national tournament, they went down multiple times and came back and won the match. They know what it's like to be down. It doesn't bother them.
Beeman United seem to be having a lot of luck with Atlanta teams on their way to the national final in the spring. They handled business against Georgia FC 6-3. So they are no stranger to beating these Georgia teams, and that's going to be an offside on the right side for Beeman. And if you think about it, a very, very well strategic play as time is just a-ticking.
Exactly. They know that we're coming into the last minute of regulation of the extra time, plus whatever is added.
Desperation mode for the visitors. Can they find the equalizer to send this to penalty kicks? Or was that the walk-off that Beeman United needed to send them to the fourth round of the U.S. Open Cup?
That fourth round will be sometime in mid-December once the schedule is put out.
Kalonji dispossessed Beeman on the left side. Force ball up the middle. Cleared away by United as Peganos is wide open here over here on the left side. He's got Kamani Irving in front of him. Grant Card tracking back. 2 white shirts in front of him now. Does a step over. Opts to come back. Nice move here for Peganos. He's got Irving in front of him. Pulls it to the left. Puts it far post. On running was Nathaniel Bidet. He just couldn't get there in time as the ball goes right in front of the mouth of the goal. Sails out, but Bidet keeps it in bounds. I'm sorry, that was Poku who kept it in bounds. Seth Poku drops it back to Nathaniel Bidet. Now Michael Reed.
Has just been everything that Kalonji could deal with today.
He's been that proverbial thorn in the side of KSA tonight, and he was just a second-half substitution. Nice move once again by Peganos. Finds Brandon Gonzalez. Gonzalez is inside the 18. Being defended by Kevin Diaz. You got to be careful. Do not want to commit a foul inside the 18.
Looks like Beeman are going to do one last sub to try to work off some time. 25 is coming off.
Alfonso Gooden didn't have a very loud game today, did Gooden. 5 goals in the UPSL Premier Division season for Beeman. So actually also scored a goal in that 3-1 win in the qualifier against Bowling Green back in October. Very quiet today, though. It's going to be a foul on Beeman. Free kick for Profile as we are 1 minute into this second half overtime period. U.S. Open Cup dreams of Kalonji Pro Profile gonna weigh on this free kick by Kamani Irving.
You see, even the keepers come
Henry
all the way
left
up.
the goal to come up and try and find an equalizer. Can they do it? Irving plays the ball at the far post. Played away, still bouncing inside the 18. Anthony Sumo in possession for Profile. It's going to be a foul in the corner. Another free kick for Profile as time is ticking away. This may be the last play of Kalonji Pro Profile's 2023 U.S. Open Cup. Look at Kamani Irving at the top of the 18.
At this point, you got to just push everybody forward.
Look at Tachi creeping in. He's got lots of space in front of him. Look at Abrima.
Be interesting to see what they decide to do here. They can slide it over to Tachi, or are they going to whip it into the box?
Profile's got a lot of big bodies on the team, so they're all inside the 6.
Nobody bigger than Anthony Sumo.
Correct, and I would put Sumo in front of the goalkeeper. Try and figure out a way to shield his vision. If I'm Tachi, I am sprinting to the near post right now. And they didn't go for it. Far post! And the ball bounces off the crossbar! And Kalonji at the death! Find the equalizer! They tie it 4-4 in the 34th minute to send this thing for sure to penalty kicks. Wow, what a game! What a goal from Kalonji Pro Profile! Unbelievable!
And not just any goal, a goal from the goalkeeper. Let's take another look at this. Ball's whipped into the box. Bounces off the post. Henry's the only one that takes the shot into the back of the net. 4-4. Henry just had the greatest goal of his life. Henry Platts, take a bow, young man. At the death.
The goalkeeper for Kalonji Pro Profile will remember this game for the rest of his life. 6 or 7 crucial saves, and just now at the death steps out of his goal and steps into the dream of his life.
And there is the clock. Penalty kicks, here they come. Wow, partner. About the only thing I can say is I think we need to take a break, get some air, and get ready for these PKs.
Kalonji Pro Profile tied at the death. We're going to take a little break while the teams get ready for penalty kicks here in the U.S. Open third round qualifying match live from Shilo High School. We'll be back. And we are back here in Snellville, Georgia, Shilo High School Stadium, as we were able to catch our breath at the absolute crazy scenes that just occurred. Kalonji Pro Profile returned the favor and tie it at the death as Beeman United tied it at the death to send it to overtime and regulation. We are headed to penalty kicks to see who's going to advance to the 4th round of the U.S. Open Cup.
And Drew, you know this as a keeper. The rule being 1 foot has to stay on that line.
You can't go forward until the ball is touched, but you can move east to west as much as you'd like.
And it's going to be Junior Sandoval taking the first.
The native of Honduras steps up to put Profile on top early. I like the strategy.
Well, you should always have your 2 best penalty takers at the beginning, and I say at the 4th.
Junior Sandoval from the spot to put Kalonji up early. Alex Rodriguez in between the pipes for Beeman. Sandoval. And he strikes it right by the goalkeeper. Sizzled it in the back of the net. As Sandoval stares down Rodriguez as he walks back to the line.
Give a little thumbs up to Henry as well.
Poku.
You love to see that good sportsmanship between the two.
I mean, was it sportsmanship, or is that Sandoval at the same time trying to get into the head of Poku?
Well, that as well.
Seth Poku setting up the first spot kick for Beeman United. 2022 signing for the Nashville team. Let's see if it's worth it. Seth Poku, left foot, just over the hands of Henry, who dove the right way, just didn't get high enough. As we are tied at 1 after the first round of penalties. And looks like Anthony Sumo is going to step up and take the second penalty kick for Kalonji Pro Profile. Anthony Sumo, no stranger to pressure. Larry, I'm nervous, and I'm not even kicking.
Or you're not even in the back of the net.
I'm more nervous as a shooter, if I'm honest. The left foot of Anthony Sumo. Oh, sails over the bar! He pulls a Roberto Baggio on the opening day of the 2022 World Cup. We're still tied at 1. Beeman United sending in their second spot kick. Looks like this is going to be Daniel Pickens.
I was a little worried about that, to be perfectly honest with you.
Anthony
Sumo with
sails
so
it.
much power. He tried to just force that in. All you need to do is place it.
Daniel Pickens places the ball down. This is a great opportunity to send the visitors up. He steps up very gingerly and sends the goalkeeper the wrong way and puts Beeman up 2-1.
That's always one of my least favorite goal takes, is that short little dance up to the goal.
This is a big penalty kick here. Braham Gamara is going to step in for the third penalty kick for Profile, who are down 1. He needs this. Kalonji Pro Profile need this. It's going to be another left foot shot taker. See if Rodriguez can make it 2 in a row. And he goes right up under Alex Rodriguez, who dove the right way. Braham Gamara slots it in, and it's 2-3. it looks like Brandon Gonzalez is going to come up for the third kick for Beaman. Little mind games there by Gamara.
Playing well. Beeman need this goal to stay on top.
Does Henry have another save left in him?
Interesting to see this continued talk by Gamara.
I like the mind games. I get it. You got to do whatever you can to give your team an advantage. And if that's climbing inside the head of a penalty kick taker, so be it. And he sends the keeper the wrong way again. And Beeman are up 1 still.
This is going to be the most important shot.
Here comes Kofi. Kofi Tuamasi. Referee hands on the ball.
3-2 right now.
Places it down on the spot. Rodriguez eyeing down Tuamasi, who takes the spot kick, sends the goalkeeper the wrong way, and buries it in the left side of the goal. As he marches back with the utmost confidence, does Kofi, as he knows he puts his team right where they need him to be. And marching up to take the fourth spot kick for Beeman is Mr. Mohamed Kone. Center back played a really swell game tonight. Didn't really make any mistakes. Always there when his teammates needed him. Let's see if he's got something left within.
Henry needs to get the right spot.
And he misses! And we are tied. This is a crucial kick here for Kalonji Pro Profile. Beeman United send the ball right, wide right, with a shot kick by Mohamed Kone. And right now, Kalonji have a chance to put themselves back into this penalty shootout with a chance to
Even up, Drew.
Grant Carr approaches.
If there's somebody that you want to be stepping up, you want one of your veterans like Grant Carr.
Grant Carr to put Profile up one. He runs up, puts it on the left side, and the keeper makes a terrific save, pushes it wide. As to me, Grant Carr telegraphed that one all the way. And here comes Kwadwo Poku to send his Beeman United FC squad into the fourth round. He was born for this. The star player in the UPSL Kentucky-Tennessee division steps up with the game on the line, the U.S. Open Cup on the line, trying to send Beeman United to the fourth round. Can he do it? He's already got one. Can he find his brace? Poku. And he sends Beeman United to the fourth round of the U.S. Open Cup. And Kalonji Pro Profile are going home. What a ball game. What a match. Beeman United FC taking the U.S. Open Cup by the neck, squeezing the life out of Kalonji Pro Profile. And they win the penalty kick shootout and send Profile home packing.
Great sportsmanship there at the end. This was a wonderful match between two solid teams. So much drama that we had in this match.
Beeman United able to overcome arguably 4 leads by Kalonji Pro Profile. The latest lead coming into this penalty shootout as Kwadwo Poku steps up and sends Beeman United to the fourth round of the U.S. Open Cup. And Kalonji Pro Profile back home, back to the drawing board. Where does this leave them? Nobody knows. But that's going to do it for us tonight. For Atlantic Soccer Media Group, I am Drew Dickinson. He was Larry Weaver. Have a good night, and we'll see everybody next week.